I haven't played on my Minecraft Forever world in over 8 months, so in today's video, I decided to revisit it and spend 100 days back on my Forever world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we survive 100 days in my oldest Minecraft world. All right, it has been a long while. I think it was August, so over 8 months ago since I've last been on the Forever world, but I keep seeing the comments, so today we're back on my Minecraft Forever world. So for those of you that don't know, this was a world I started, I think it was back in February of 2025, and basically I started this as my Minecraft Forever world, so if you don't know what that is, essentially it's a Minecraft world you play on forever. But mine has a twist. It's not just a world that I have alone, it's actually a world that I share with, like, I'm trying to think, we got like 9 or 10 people that play on here. So like the idea with this world is that we will always come back. As you can see, there's a piece of history right there. Built, what is that? Is that May 28th of 2025 right there? But yeah, we just got like, I don't know, there's so much going on. I'll show you guys in a light review real quick in a second, but like we've got so much going on. I've got all of this city built. It's absolutely awesome. And we're coming back today to do another 100 days in Minecraft Forever world. Like I was saying, I do want to keep coming back to this world and just keep expanding because like I absolutely love working on a project and getting a big massive area all set up and put together. And like we've already been able to do so much. Like we've got all of this. Actually, we might be able to go check out the map. And then if you remember, this is Knight's area over here. This building's entirely new. I'm pretty sure this is an automatic creeper farm, but it is decorated, so it actually looks really awesome. So Knight, I know you're going to be editing this video. Good job on this. This is an absolute masterpiece. I don't think it's quite done yet, but it just looks absolutely phenomenal. And anyways, like I was saying, what we want to do today is we want to be expanding my village area. So we go ahead and we throw on our elytra. Let's grab a firework rocket. We can just kind of head all the way up to here. This is the area that I've been building. We'll just actually stop up here on the mountain. So on episode 1, that was my starter house. We built all this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 buildings down there in that valley. I want to keep expanding it and making this village absolutely massive. I've also done some side questing stuff. Like, I don't know, I did an episode where I did fantasy stuff. So we built like that fantasy house right there and that fantasy tower over there as well. But yeah, we got some things to do. Let's just go ahead, get started. So we can just fly right down here. I believe last time I was on, I actually did end up building these 2 houses over here. So we come in here. Yep, exactly as I thought. There is a boatload of shulkers that we need to grab. Let's start out by grabbing up all the stuff in these. We'll literally just take it all. This chest, I need to go sort this stuff. It's driving me insane. So we're just going to dump majority of it in here and we'll grab up all of these shulkers. Just fill them all completely full and go ahead and pick it up. It shouldn't be that bad. Then hopefully we have enough space that we can move everything. Not exactly sure if we will. I actually want to, yeah, let's put that back. I like moving around without using the elytra personally. Kind of just a small personal preference thing. Also, we got torches here. We can add some light in here to make sure no monsters spawn or anything like that right away as well. And then I guess, yeah, let's just keep grabbing everything and move this all over. I'll see you guys once I get everything moved out of here. We also should do some interiors in today's video as well. Okay, now that we got that entire house cleaned up, we got everything taken care of, I want to get started with the building. So like I said, obviously we want to connect all of this village into Knight's village over there, and he's currently watching me. That's kind of creepy. So yeah, we're gonna work on expanding it. There's a couple things I want to do. Number 1, I want to build a blacksmith building because like all I've been doing really is like barn stuff over there, and then we've also got like houses, and I have done a load of houses. So I want to do a blacksmith. It's going to be a little bit different, but I think it'll be a good idea. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in this 100 days. If you guys want to see more 100 days, drop a like. We need to see some likes on this video for more Forever World content. But another thing I want to do in the future, it might happen in this video, it might not. We got a bunch of villagers. I'll just show you guys up here in Knight's area. Oh, he's got a happy guest as well. I had no idea about that. I completely forgot they added that. But right in here, as you can see, there's a bunch of villagers. Kind of very unconventional. I want to make a proper villager trading hall for them at some point. So we might work on that in just a moment. Before we can do any of that though, I am basically completely out of food, as you can see. So we are going to go ahead and just take a little bit of wheat here. Probably just 3 stacks will be good. Grab my crafting table. We'll throw that guy down and we can just go ahead and craft myself up a little bit of bread. I don't really have meat. I know I can go trade with the villagers, but I'm kind of lazy and don't really want to do that. So we're just going to grab up some of that. We should be good. Now we can actually go get started and get to work on my first build, which like I said, I want to build a proper proper blacksmith area. Now to do that, I want to clean up this space. So the blacksmith building is going to go right here. This is 1 block too tall. So first things first, we got some flowers and grass to clean up. All of this, we can just go ahead, get rid of it. As you can see, we're going to clear this all up, and there we go. Now I wanted to go down to this level as well. Now this, we do have efficiency 5. So luckily for me, this will be very quick. We can just go ahead and drop this all down by 1 more layer right here. I love having a maxed out shovel though. Not being on the forever world and having to use like iron and stone tools, it feels so nice to be back and just to be able to use up an efficiency 5 shovel. Especially on netherite, literally never gonna break. It's actually just so satisfying. Absolutely love this. Yeah, we're just gonna chop this whole thing down 1 extra block, so we have a ton of room to work with. We can get started probably with my little what do you call it, my little blacksmith building here in just a moment. Let me grab up all of these blocks here first. Is this like, should I even go down 1 more block? Maybe. Kind of feel like I'm still 1 block too tall, because like this is just gonna be awkward here. I'm trying to think of the best way to properly do this, because like if we want to build it, let's say if we fill that in, I kind of want to make it face this direction, or do we make it face this direction over here? I don't know. I haven't been on here in a while, so like trying to decide how and where these buildings are going is kind of a challenge. Okay, so I kind of looked at this and I discussed with Knight a little bit. I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to bring this down 1 block. So including this trailway over here, we got a lot of work to do. We got to drop this all down 1 more block just to give me a little bit more room to work with. I think it should be pretty easy, especially with this efficiency 5 shovel. Like this will be really quickly. The only thing is it is going to take me a little bit of time to actually be able to go ahead and lower the trail as well. Because we do got this trail, so obviously that trail is going to have to get dropped down a block as well. I think for now, we're just going to kind of outline it here. We do got to be careful because I'm insta breaking blocks. We do have, oh, I thought I had haste here. Apparently I do not. There we go. That is completely outlined. We can just go ahead and chop out all of this, get this all down to this 1 level right here. It is just so satisfying mining stuff or mining dirt with a shovel that is this quick. I love it. We'll do literally the whole thing. Bring it all down. We're going to have to get rid of some of this stone then and turn it back into grass as well. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Honestly, I'm more concerned about my inventory because my inventory is going to be absolutely full here. There we go. All of that is done. Now let's go. Oh, I do have haste. Okay, we do got to be careful. Let's get rid of all of the stone here. Just the top layer so we can turn it into grass and let that start expanding, as well as the gravel. Just get rid of all of this. Also, if you're wondering how old this world is, I don't know the exact day count because it's on a server, so the days are always going. According to the days played, it says 14,626. I'm guessing actual playtime in the world is probably closer to like 2,500 days or something like that. Look at that. Night is now helping me. So now that we got all that cleared up, I think what we'll do, I want to put my shulker box down here. We can just throw any of my extra garbage into the shulker box. And then, yeah, he is working on this. Let's just work on clearing this out with him, and we can just drop this thing down by 1 block. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. The whole thing has got to go just like that. And then it's obviously going to have to get played back in using some of the coarse dirt we just picked up. So all of this, we'll just go along and mine it. He's helping me out, which is really nice. We'll throw in the couple of rooted dirt throughout, and then the coarse dirt to finish it back in and make it all flat and perfectly at this level. I think it'll just be better for building. And there we go. We got the pathway completely spread. It'll look a little more normal once all of the dirt turns into grass. But now we got a nice big open area that I can start working with. So a couple things we're going to need. Number 1, let's go ahead and let's pick up all this stuff. And then we're going to need some coarse dirt. I think that's very, very self-explanatory. We use coarse dirt to make pathways. And then we're also going to need the materials that we're going to need to build with. Also, little note here. Knight brought me basically a little over half a double chest worth of gravel, which is absolutely awesome. But we're going to have to go head on into the mine here. That way we can grab some coarse dirt out of the chest. So this is where I like to store all of my materials when it comes to stone. So we got like deep slate in here. We've got like double chests of cobblestone and basically anything related. So we're going to grab some coarse dirt here. I think 3 stacks should be enough. I think the best way to do this, let's just do like a 4 wide like that. And then we can dig this out. We're going to need some coarse dirt, which we do have in my inventory. We can just kind of bring this guy around like that. I don't know what's going to go here yet, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. And then this is going to keep on going up. I feel like 3 wide has got to be enough though, right? Like we just bring this up here. I feel like we can switch it over to the regular 3 wide. Then I'm just trying to decide, do I want to do it on this side or do I want to do it on this side? I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do this yet, but like, let's just say we bring that up like that. And then we bring like 1 up that's going to go there. And do we want to bring that up too? I think so. We can run these over. That'll sort of be the edge. The only thing is we're going to need to do some terraforming to make this look a little bit more natural here. Although I don't know that I'm actually going to be able to do anything to make make this look more natural because this cliff is like gonna be very awkward here. Luckily for me, we do got some more grass in here, so we can kind of work around with some stuff. And I'm just trying to think. So if we go up to there, and we're kind of just starting out with the stone brick as a beginning, and then we can work on it a little bit later on. So we go 1, 2, 3. We can do another one right there. Sort of bring that around. But then this looks awkward again. So we're gonna have to do a lot more terraforming. Honestly, we could maybe even make this into like a whole cliff is kind of my thought. Like we bring this down like that. We're just gonna keep working this thing up all the way like this. I don't know what to do. It's kind of challenging. I do want it to be steep, but I want it to feel natural. I feel like I might not have enough room to do what I want to do as well. We might have to change up how this is, but we'll see. I guess we've got all these bricks, so let's go ahead and let's fill in. This will all be brick. We will add some texture in later, which is like that. And then I want the main structure. So this will be like the outside patio is kind of the idea. And if we come over here, let's go another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? No, it's going to be cut one of these off, right? Like that. And then I think this is going to be sort of the front of the build. Let's see. If we go out into this mode, I almost feel like I should maybe make it face the other direction, but it's just a very tight area to do the build I want to do here. Or maybe we should do something else entirely. I don't know. This is very, very tight because I also want like this part to be sticking up another block. Yeah, that just doesn't work. So we're going to have to go ahead and get rid of all of this. Luckily, we do have haste, so it's very easy to do so. We can literally just chop all that out. I don't know. Where do we want to put this thing then? We could do something else here. We could do it like over here further, I guess. Or we could go over there like I said I was going to do earlier. Let's go check that out. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, we're going to do it up here, but we're going to do some massive terraforming first of all. So let's go ahead and let's put my shulker box down right there. And we're going to need some basic materials. So we're going to start out with andesite, cobblestone, and stone. And then how do we actually want to do this? Let's see. If we run this along over here. Oh, wait, not the top block though, because the top block is going to be grass. So just like this. We can sort of just run this all the way along here. I got to remember, not that tall. We're just going this tall. And we're just going to make a nice big old steep cliff here all the way around this sort of. This might feel a little bit weird. I think it'll make sense because then you're walking up. Yeah, I like that. I like that. We're going to have to add some more detail to it later on as well. But this will give me at least a little bit of a start. I think we'll leave a little bit of space over here just because it'll make sense. We'll have to get rid of that as well. It is getting dark out, unfortunately, but we can start making this thing go around. And we're just going to be using these 3 blocks. So the block palette, very simply, we got stone, cobblestone, and andesite. It's going to be the same block palette as that one over there. And we're just going to do this like a nice little terraformed cliff. The only thing I'm thinking, do we want to bring that in one? We might bring this guy in to like there. Does that feel more? No, that feels weird as well. Okay, you know what? It's nighttime. Let me sleep, and then we can do this in the morning. And we can get back to work like I was saying. We're just going to alternate between all these blocks. We can add more detailing in the future as well. Like we just bring this all the way over like that. I want it to basically go to the front cliff here all the way. So like that maybe, and we can run it along here. Let me just outline the place that we're going to put it and then decide the rest later on. I guess we can go in one here then, just like that. And we're going to bring this layer up as well. This is one part I love about the Forever World is not having to worry about collecting the resources. I can just straight out build and just hope that it works out for me as we go. Go up another layer right here. We do got some of these flowers we got to clean up as well. There's just a little bit too many of them. And there we go. We got a nice massive outline. So now we're going to fill it in with dirt. That way we don't have to worry about creepers or monsters or anything like that spawning in here. So just all the way along here, just go ahead and start filling in with the dirt. Luckily for me, we've got so much dirt. I don't think I'll have to worry about a thing. We'll just go all the way up till this level. And then on top, we'll add the grass blocks. I do have less grass blocks than I have dirt. So we do want to be a little bit reservant on the grass blocks. And there we go. We got the entire thing filled in. So now all the way along the edge, let's add the grass blocks on top just to be able to fully build this around. Not gonna lie, I don't know if this is gonna look good or if I made this awkward, but we can make some changes, add some texturing to make it all kind of go together and look good. Let's just start out with this. We got to fill this whole thing in with grass blocks now. So I'm hoping that we end up having enough. And then also, like if we just come out here into free cam mode, right now that looks really, really bad. That definitely needs a little bit of work, but we can make do with that. I should be able to make work. Like I can just like kind of make it go in a little bit to make it look more natural. Like this one obviously is kind of built up. I'll just have to do some more work and we'll be able to get it to that point. But I might do that a little bit after because I kind of really want to get to work on this blacksmith house first of all. Like I don't know why. I'm just very excited to try at a blacksmith. I did one in the 100 days creator video a while back. I'm not gonna lie. I was not very happy with it. So I just want to give it another go and see what we can sort of do. We just got to get these last 3 blocks in and there we go. We got a nice big area here that I'm going to be able to work with now, which is really good. Not gonna lie though, right now it looks a little strange, but I think, like I said, we'll worry about that later. First things first, I just want to get to work on the build. So we're gonna need some inventory space. Before that, let me get rid of some of this. We'll grab out my slabs and grab out my coarse dirt, and we can sort of decide how we want to do this. I think let's go this way. We can go out like 3 blocks maybe. Honestly, we probably want to do a little bit more than that, something like that. And let's go in 1 and 2 more, just like that. And then if we go 1 2 3, so that'll be the step up onto the outer part here, and we'll go up like that. So we'll go 1 2 3 and boom boom. 1 2 oh no 1 2 3 and then boom boom. This will kind of be the little outline for the front patio. We will be texturing this, don't you worry. Something along the lines of that, and then like that. Might be better off bringing this back 1 more block, but let's see. So we got 1 2 3 4 and 5. We'll go up another 1 2 3 4 5 right there, and then we could do something along the lines of that. We are gonna need my stone cutter down. Let's go ahead and let's craft up one of these. We're just doing the base outline, right? And then we can change it up later on. The basic idea for the bottom of this building is I want it to be mostly out of stones because I feel like that's very fitting for a blacksmith. So let's see, this will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then right here we can bring this one up 2 3 4 and 5. Add that right there. I feel like this should be brought back 1 more block, right? Let's do it. Let's bring it back 1 block. So if we go add this right here, and then this one's gonna get removed. Honestly, this whole front wall has to get removed. We're gonna need some more stairs. So let me just go ahead and grab up some of these stone brick stairs right away, and we'll just put that guy right there. And then same thing here, just sort of get rid of all of this, just 1 and like that. And then we can add this one all the way like that as well. We'll just have to move this whole thing back by 1 block. It is getting dark out though, so bear with me here. And we just got to push this whole thing back by 1 extra block here, up there like that. And then this will be expanded back as well. So we'll just go ahead and we'll add this whole thing right away. Sorry about the torch. I need to take that out of my offhand. We'll have one that's going to go up right there, right? Because that's 3 and that's 3. I think this is perfect, right? This is exactly what we're going for. Only thing is we got to add some sort of fence along the edge of this as well, but I'll figure that out later. In the meantime, we could make this go around a little better here with some coarse dirt, just like that. And then as far as this wall goes, we're just going to start filling this in. So it's going to be stone brick for now, but we will make it fixed up a little bit later. We'll bring these all the way up. This will sort of be the front of the main section of the house is what we're thinking. And then honestly, I think we'll do window there and a window there. So we could do something like that. And then let's go window, 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 and a window. I think we're going to have to go 1 block taller though on this side then, right? Let's use some coarse dirt. We can just build up here. Let's go up 1 more block right here. Also, Knight, what are you doing, bro? What's up? I don't know what he wants, but he's kind of spying on me. And then for this front part, let's do like that and like that. We can kind of close that in a little bit. We do need some windows there to be able to finish this off. This will kind of be like floor 1, I guess. Maybe we have a crafting table. Where did my crafting table go? I guess there is one right here. Craft up some trapdoors. Little shutter right there. A little shutter right there. We'll have to do more detail work later on, but this is kind of what I'm thinking for the base level. Let me go grab some glass real quick though. We go ahead and we can throw in window 1 and throw in window 2. So this is kind of the front, at least the bottom floor of the front. We just got some more work to do. Let's see what we can do. I think we want to use some cobblestone to mix in some of these textures. So we'd like just remove some of these stone bricks, like just randomly here. We add some cobblestone in just to texture things out a little bit more. I think that'll make a big difference already. So like, let's just go ahead and remove some of these, add in some cobblestone like that. Same thing all over this front wall. Just throw in some bits and pieces of cobblestone, make everything feel a little bit more worn, I guess. I like the worn look. It adds a lot when you can just do a little bit of texture work like this. It just makes everything look that much better. But like already, in my opinion, that makes a pretty big difference, but there is some more stuff that we can still do. Like this is kind of driving me insane. So what if we go ahead and we do that? And then can we do some like cobblestone stairs as well? Craft up some of those. That is going to go edit, so that's good. And then like, let's just do some cobblestone to mix things up a little bit. I think that looks a little bit better already. And then we're going to have to go along the back side here. So if this is the front, let's go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. And then I'm trying to think here. This will go up 1 2 3 4 5 6. And I think we'll do the same thing here. So it's 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. I think this whole thing can sort of just kind of connect all the way into there, right? And we'll do this full wall in a stone brick, and we can add some textures right after that. The only thing is I kind of think it should be 1 block shorter maybe for this. So let's chop this one out. So it's like that. And then we can add in a little bit of cobblestone work as well. Let's just remove a couple spots on the wall. We'll throw in our cobblestone texturing all the way throughout like that. Do we want to do some andesite as well? Let's go see if we have any polished andesite inside of the mine here, actually. Absolutely beautiful. We got a stack. Actually, we got like 2.5 stacks of polished andesite. So we'll just take a stack for now, because this will be good for a little bit of detail work. So for this wall up here, let's see. We just remove a couple pieces. Probably not going to do very much. We have one right there as well. Add in some of this for a little bit more detail work. I think that'll be super duper nice. And then as far as a fence goes, I think we'll just go ahead and we'll do cobblestone wall. Actually, let me go look. Do we have any cobblestone walls in here first of all? I do have a chest where we do. Yeah, look at that. Cobblestone walls right there. I think we'll do the cobblestone walls because I like the look of the crackness for the walls. It's a very gray build, but once we get the top floor, I think it'll be a little bit better. We can go ahead and we can add that, and we can add on that as well. Did not mean to do that one, so we'll get rid of that one. And here will be like the little front patio. And I'm just trying to think. If we get rid of this, open this all up, or get that all connected, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be right here. I think this will be where the back wall sort of goes. So like that, and we can connect this all the way around so we get the full shape of the build going. There we go. That is going to be the full shape of the build. So we're going to have this section of house that's going to run this way, and we'll have this little section here that's going to just be like a tiny little area that's not going to run. So first things first, do we do the floor? I feel like we should do the floor. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's add in the floor. We'll start out with all stone brick all the way throughout. There we go. We got that entire thing in. Now with some cobblestone and the polished andesite, we're going to switch this up a little bit. We're going to need some more cobblestone though, so let me grab some more of that, and then we're going to want to add in a little bit of polished andesite out here as well. Let's go ahead and let's add a couple pieces of that, and then randomly we'll just sort of like add some holes here, so that way we can go ahead and add in a mix of cobblestone and some polished andesite. I don't have like a rhyme or reason for anything. I'm just like randomly clicking, and with the haste it's going to work out pretty well. We'll add in a couple pieces of the andesite, not too much, don't want to go too crazy here, and then we'll add in some of this cobblestone and decide if we need some more then after that, which we might, because it still feels like it is a lot of stone brick. There we go. I think we're going to call that good, but now this one needs to go all the way across the top. So let me grab all 3 of the blocks we want, and we'll just automatically start texturing this right away. It's going to go all the way over, and then we'll have a pillar that's going to go down right there. Let's kind of outline the box for this main one right away here. So all the way over to this corner then. We're going to have to do a lot more detail work on the outside later on, but we'll worry about that in the future, I guess. Keep it going, and there we go. We got this main box sort of outlined. So now up here, how do we actually want to do this? Let's see. If we go stair like that, is that a bad idea? And then we can go, I don't know, door right there. We could do this like the indented door that I always use. So the spruce trap door is going up like that, and then on this side as well, and we need one on that one too. If we go ahead and we close all of those, yeah, I think that looks good right there. I think that'll be perfect. You can maybe even add on some torches for a little bit of light, and then here in these corners we're gonna have some walls that are gonna hold up a little roof is kind of the idea. Now for the front of the house, I think I want to do a nice little overlay like that, and then with the slabs up there just to kind of bring that together. I do think that actually looks pretty good already. And then to connect this together, we might actually remove this top row up here. I love having the beacon, and you know what, we'll use the grass blocks to get up here just to be easier. We can run these all the way along sort of back here. I shouldn't have placed these now, I'm just realizing, but let's do these all the way back until we get up to this point right here like that, and then we're gonna do the same thing that we did out the front, which I believe was just, let me double check, but yeah, it's just a stair overhanging by one. So we'll make the stair go like that, and then it'll be a slab, a stair, a slab, a stair, a slab, and a stair, and then remove all of the stone over here. Right, want to be using a little bit more of that spruce wood to kind of make everything look a little bit more less plain, because right now it's a lot of stone, lots of gray, and I'm not a fan of so much gray. We'll just run this all the way to the front, and we go ahead and we can strip all of that, and we'll strip this side as well, make it all look the exact same. And then to bring up the second floor, we're gonna go up 1, 2, 3, and 4. Over here we can do another 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then in the middle I think we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, just like that. That might be a little strange. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Now all we got to do is go ahead and strip all those, strip all those, and strip all those. And on the back side, same thing. We'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll strip these ones right away though, and it'll be 4 in this corner too, and then 6 in the center, just to kind of get a nice little outline going for what this is going to be like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wait, no, it's got to be up one more if I'm not mistaken, like that, and go ahead and strip it all once more. Now I think what I want to do is we're going to go every 2, which normally I don't do. Normally I like to do uneven numbers, but for this I think we're just going to stick to every 2, because we're going to do some weird window layouts. That way we can have like some shutters is kind of the idea. We do one here. Oh, this is so awkward. I did build this a really weird amount. That's okay. We can just bring these up double wide, double double thick, and it just might look really weird on one side, but that's fine. We can just go ahead and strip all of those, and we do a little bit of parkour. We can bring these all up. So 1, 2, 3. Wait, I wonder if we go 3. So we do 3. Let's just say 1 there, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go 1 there, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that doesn't work either. So we are gonna stick with the 2. So we do 1 there. Go ahead and strip all those, and then it's gonna be the double. So just bring these up 4 tall, and then can I actually reach these? Is the only thing. Okay, no, we can't reach that one, unfortunately. That's fine. We can make do and just do a little bit of parkour. There we go. Go ahead and strip this side right away as well, and then one final one that is gonna go up right here, and that one is gonna get stripped as well. And now what do we want to do? We want to go ahead and work on the rest of the walls, right? Because is this looking good? I don't like on the server I have really slow movement. That's kind of what we got so far. I actually do like how this looks. I think this is gonna be really nice when it's all said and done. Obviously still a lot of work that needs to be done. It needs to be looking like a proper blacksmith building is kind of the idea. So let's see, polished diorite. We got to go grab some materials, get rid of all that. Let's see, my inventory is a complete mess. So let's go with a stack of cobblestone, obviously. I need to clean up my inventory a little bit as well. So let's just get rid of some of this extra junk that I don't really need on me. And then do we have any more andesite? Let's go grab myself some andesite from in here, because I know that there's some more polished in here. We just grab a full stack of that. We should be good then. And now just all the way around, we can go ahead and we can add these pillars. We're going to start out with this little one here, because this is going to be really short and really easy to do. We're just going to mix between these blocks all the way throughout here. We'll fill these walls in. Eventually we can come back, add in some windows and stuff for a little bit of detail work. Let's just go ahead and go all the way throughout there. Same thing sort of right here on this as well. That was a lot of cobblestone in one area though. That is not going to work out, man. Need a little bit less of that, and we can just finish that wall in too. And we'll just keep going all the way around, except back here, I believe it was there and right there. And then, oh, this is going to be a nightmare. We need a grass that's going to go right there. There we go. I did it wrong. Replace that. There we go. Okay. And now a little stair on top of that one and a stair on top of that one. Now I want to get all these things back in my inventory, and we can just work on these. We will be adding in some windows eventually as well. I'm not going to worry about that too much. For now, let's just do the base walls, and we can worry about everything else going forward a little bit later on. And there we go. We got the whole bottom floor, at least walls done. So now we're going to clean up a little bit of inventory space here, just so I got some room to work with. We're going to grab some of this pale oak, and then I thought I had a bunch of wool as well, but honestly, I don't remember where it is. So let's grab some. Do we want to go polished diorite or regular? First of all, we're going to craft a stack of pale oak planks, and then I think we'll honestly go with polished, right? So let's grab some polished diorite. Then honestly, I'm not sure how much we actually have. So what we're going to do, we're just going to come in here. We're going to shear all these guys. And we're going to hope that they don't end up eating every single piece. Oh, I didn't mean to open that. We're going to hope they don't end up eating every single piece of grass right away. If they do, I think it should expand back in here, but I just need as much wool as I can get my hands on right away. We'll just shear all these guys. Eventually, I do want to get set up a proper automatic wool farm, just because I feel like wool, especially if I can get like every color of wool, is a super useful block to have. I think that's good. I think that's basically all the sheep. Oh, there we go. We did end up breaking the shears as well, which is really good. We can now head out. So then before we do the walls on the upper floor, I do just want to go ahead and add in some of this. But then what if we get rid of this? Can we see? We will be able to see out. So that's not going to work out, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we're going to have to put that back in. But we do want to fill in the entire floor here with these spruce planks. I don't know if this is the best block. I feel like I could have done something a little better. But you know what? Spruce planks is easy, and I had them in my inventory, so it'll work out for me. And then as a mix of white blocks here, we're going to be using, here, we'll just show you guys, polished diorite, some oak, pale oak planks, and white wool, because it is a nice mix of white textures for this upper layer. And we'll just kind of completely randomly here fill these in, going all the way up, just alternate between them like that. Only thing I'm trying to decide is, do we go up? I think we go up one more here like that, right? I think that's going to be the play. We go ahead and we chop out these guys as well, and just keep them sort of going up like that. One there and one there, and then all of these side walls in as well. Oh, I feel like that's actually kind of weird. I feel like that is a very awkward texture palette, isn't it? Yeah, those don't match very well. Kind of wondering if maybe we want to do calcite instead. Do I have any calcite? Okay, this is going to be really annoying to check, but let's go see if we have any calcite inside. I believe my calcite should be, yeah, look at that. We'll take some calcite, and then what is going to look good together? If we do that and that, I think those do look nice together. And then what about like some diorite is just so weird. I think diorite's going to be a no-go. What about some regular diorite, actually? We do have quite a bit of this. We throw that there. That is a little better in my opinion, but not great. Let's see. Diorite, no-go. Let's put that all back in here. What if we do like some some of this and then we strip it. Okay, that's way better. I think this will be the new block palette we're going to go for. I think the easiest way to do this is we're just going to place all of these pale oak right away. We'll strip them and we can remine them. That way they're ready to go and I don't have to worry about stripping them later on. We're just going to place all of it right away. Honestly, we might already have some stripped from before, but I don't remember because it's been so long since I've been on this world. We'll go ahead and we'll strip all of the pale oak down to get this nice white texture we're going for. Literally every single piece here. And we can start going ahead and farming these. And there we go. Now with a stack of calcite, a stack of wool, and some stripped pale oak, I think that's what we're going to do the upper texture out of. Going to be a little annoying to mine, but let's go ahead and let's clean up the old materials we put here, including all of the wood. The worst part is going to be the wool, but if I still have a shears, we should be okay. Unfortunately, I don't. Does the hoe mine these quickly? It does not. Dang. It means we're going to have to manually mine all these, which isn't that big of a deal because honestly, I didn't place that many of them. Just the final two right here. There we go. And now between these blocks, we're going to just go ahead and start making a nice little layout like that. Same thing over here. We're just going to alternate between all of these. Make sure we're getting a random texture to go all the way up just like that. That'll be the front window. And then down all the sides here as well. Just alternate between these just like that. I'm just trying to decide how this goes. I think it's like that. And we can just make sure we're switching between materials, keeping the textures completely random as well. The only thing is it's always hard for me to place random textures. Oh my, voice crack. We're not going to talk about that, guys. Ignore what just happened right there. Let's go all the way along the top then. I don't think we'll do, or maybe we will do some windows in these. I think I honestly could relatively easily get some windows, so maybe we will. Just ignore what I said a second and a half ago. We can just finish out these last couple walls. I do not want to fall through the floor. Let me actually go ahead and fill that in. And once we get the roof on, I think that's basically most of it done. Just a little bit more work with some other stuff as well. And we should be all good. I mean, like adding in some detail work is kind of what I'm talking about. And there we go. We got the entire bottom part done. So let's go ahead and let's add in torches. Make sure we don't have to worry about anything like that. And we can pop some spots in for the windows. So it's going to be right there. And it's going to be right there. I believe just 2 tall should be good. Do another one right here. And the final one right there. Of course, I don't have it with me. We do need to get a way to get up and down here though. Maybe we'll just do like a ladder right here temporarily. And then eventually we can sort of update that. I think we'll just bring the ladders all the way up and through like that. And then I was looking on the outside, it kind of looks weird. So I think we'll go actually 3 tall with each of these. So let's chop out all of that. And then as far as this goes, we can go a nice little slab right there and a slab right there. And then to make this feel right, we're going to go ahead and add the shutters there and the shutters onto that side as well. I think that's going to be it for that. So I think then window in there and a window in right there. And then now that it's daytime, we can do the same thing up here. So just like that. And luckily for me, I've already got a bunch of these trapdoors crafted up. We can just go ahead and throw them onto both sides to fill that in. Add in our glass window there and our glass window there. We also will probably do some glass windows on this side, but I'll decide that later. In the meantime, we got some other things to do. Let's go check this out from like back here. I think that's looking very nice. I think it is time though that we go ahead and we get our roof added to the build. Let me actually take a look. So that building there is dark oak wood with the deep slate inside. I actually do really like that. So I think that's going to be the design that we're going to go for. I do wish I should probably just go grab another shulker box. Let me dump some of this in here. But yeah, let me go grab another shulker box and we can get started with the roof. Luckily for me, we've got a bunch of shulkers just chilling in here. We can just go ahead and fill this guy up just like that. That should be good. Now we got to go grab myself some dark oak wood and some deep slate. So let's go head over to the wood storage house over here. I don't know if I showed this yet in this video, but I got a house over here specifically for storing all of my wood. And I've got an absolute boatload of wood, which is amazing. So let's grab that. And then honestly, I might have missed, yeah, we got some dark oak wood up here as well. And then we might have missed some dark oak wood materials in that house as well. That's kind of the main storage area. I think at some point I do want to get one big bulk storage area that has absolutely everything. And yeah, we do got some more dark oak stuff in here. We'll just go ahead and grab any of that. Is there any slabs? It does not look like it. That is a-okay. And then here inside of my cave, we should have, okay, this is the deep slate chest. We got a lot of deep slate. Most importantly though, we are here for a couple things. Any of these deep slate tile stuff like that, I'll take all of those items. Deep slate brick wall, no, I think we're good on that. And then we'll just take a couple stacks of cobble deep slate as well that we can use use that with the stone cutter if need be. Let's go ahead and let's grab my little stone cutter here. And then where have I put my crafting tables? There we go. We found it. Let's grab myself some dirt to scaffold my way up. It doesn't look like I have any regular dirt, so I guess we're going to use coarse dirt, which is fine. Now let's go all the way up to the top. We can work on the top roof first. So I think this roof is going to be a very basic roof, but the bottom I actually have a cool idea for. We're going to start out with the dark oak wood. Like I said, we're going to overhang it by one, just like that. And we're just going to go up with the regular stair palette that we always do. Actually, that feels weird, right? Like, why are we, okay, that is extremely weird. What am I doing wrong? Maybe we got to go up one block higher. That looks extremely weird right now, I'm not gonna lie. So wait, it's there and then up another one. That is normal, right? Why does it feel so weird? We might go ahead, let's remove this. Let's try something else. If we go and like start here, for example, this might also be weird though. Then we do that, and then if we start coming up right here, I'm gonna see if this looks any more normal, because that was like very awkward. If we go out in free cam mode, that does feel a little bit more normal, right? Like, to me that just looks better. I think we'll do it like this. This is so awkward though. Why is it one block taller? I think I need to bring the walls one block taller. I think that's the problem. So we'll go all the way along this edge with the dark oak wood. We're just doing the outline with the dark oak, and then we're gonna fill in with the deep slate, because I do really like how that looks. Then on this end, just upside down stair upright all the way until the middle. We're gonna go outward one upright, and then one overhanging like that. And then real quickly, we can just remove that, do that, and we'll connect this guy into this one here as well. And then we can get a look at what this is actually gonna look like. If we bring that all the way up, I did not mean to place that one though. And if we go out here into free cam, that's what that's gonna look like. I actually really do like that. We just gotta fill in a little bit more to make it feel a little bit more natural, because right now that's a little weird. But in the meantime, we do gotta just bring these all the way along here. So dark oak wood all the way along this side as well. This wall is very flat. We'll worry about that later. Don't worry. I'm just trying to do one thing at a time, so that way I can get this house fully done and fully built. Or not house. I mean, I guess it's gonna be like a mix of like a blacksmith and a house at the same time. Kind of like a multi-use thing. That's what most of my village is. I feel like we got multiple uses in all of the builds, which is really nice. And if we go shulker, let's just go ahead and we'll use, do I not have calcite? I guess we'll use white wool. I mean, it's fine with me, right? We can just fill in that and fill in, oh, that one is gonna have to be, we need a piece of spruce wood, right? Because let's see, if we come out here, yeah, we do need a piece of spruce wood, unfortunately. Now that we got the wood, we do that, go ahead and strip that, and then we can add the white wool to the rest of these holes. Same thing over here, just white wool going all the way up. Nice little spruce log, strip that, and then white wool going all the way down. Only thing left then, we got this completely outlined. We just want to connect it together using the dark oak slabs going all the way down the middle to sort of section the roof off. We'll just keep going until we connect it on that side. There we go. I think using a mix of deep slate brick stairs and deep slate tile stairs, you guys know the drill. We can just go all the way along and add these in. We do got torches in there, so we shouldn't have to worry about monster spawns as well. Just completely random, switch between the two to kind of give texture. Like, as you can see, we do that with all the roofs like that. Just between the two blocks, randomize it. It just helps make a nice sort of texture palette that's different and actually looks interesting. We'll do this entire side of this roof really quickly, and that is one side done. All we got to do is this side now as well. And there we go. That is the entire roof completely done. I don't like how slow this flying is, but I think that looks pretty good already. There's obviously more work that needs to be done. This wall is way too flat. We got to work on that. We got to add the roof to this little part as well, and I think we'll be looking pretty good. So yeah, let's get to work on that. Let's get down from here. We got this coarse dirt. We got to just get rid of all that. And then I guess, what do we do? Let's get rid of some of this deep slate, I guess, I don't need in my inventory. So now what I want to do is I want to make this go a little bit taller, and then this go a little bit taller. And I do have an idea. So I want to do this basically entirely out of slabs. We are going to throw that down, and we're going to craft up a bunch of these slabs. I hope that this is going to be enough. And then if we go ahead and we grab that, and then we need to get onto the roof here, I think we'll start from like over, how do I actually want to do this? I think we'll start it from over here. We'll build like that. We'll do the dark slab like that. And then we'll go up half a slab all the way till we connect. I hope that I didn't make this too long, that this isn't going to work, because I was like really excited to try this out. Just up half a slab all the way until we can sort of connect in like that, just like that. Perfect. And then we're going to go over this edge along here with the dark oak slabs as well. And we're going to make it go over the patio is kind of the idea, like this. I think we'll go over one one more here, and then we can start going up. Is this? No, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. And then we bring this all the way up here, have slabs up until we can sort of connect it in to the top. See, one more there, and then one more right there. And then along here, it's gonna be more of these dark oak slabs, I guess. I can do as many as I can, kind of connect them all the way along here, all the way along there. Oh, no, I did not mean to place that one. And dark slab right there as well. This might look really stupid, but we're gonna see, I guess. And then using deep slate brick slabs and deep slate tile slabs, we can start filling this in once again, randomizing the texture between these two. Hopefully this ends up actually looking okay. I don't know if it's going to, I'm not gonna lie. And then another thing is we were just gonna go ahead and connect that into there, and we can just keep on bringing these guys. Oh, wrong block. I actually need to get that out of my inventory. Keep on randomizing these textures and bringing them until this whole thing connects. I don't know how it's gonna look, but we are gonna give it a go. Might be a little bit too big. This is very, very massive, I'm not gonna lie. So this might end up being like awful, and then I'll change my mind and we'll destroy it. We're just gonna wait, and I'll let you guys know once I get the whole thing done, I guess. And there we go. Entire roof is done. And honestly, you know what? I don't hate that. I think that's actually low-key kind of chill. Oh, wait, dude, this is actually sick. I think I could make this cook, right? I think I could make this cook. Now, if we come down here, obviously, we're missing some materials. Let's get rid of all this dark stuff. I don't need any of that. We're going to need the polished andesite, like I said. And then we're going to need a stack of cobblestone. We'll just make another stack of polished andesite because I'll need it. And then where is the stone brick? Do we have any stone brick? We do. There's a stack of stone brick. That should be good. And then with the shovel, let's see, we can do that. We can do that. We go up here. We're gonna have to start filling this in, but I don't know. We'll wait and see. I guess, like, what do we do? Let's put this here, put that there. And then we're going to have to like connect some of these. So that is like that. That one's like that. I'm trying to just think about this. Okay. Deep slate. Nope, not that. Okay. Wrong one. I meant to do, wait, are these the same thing? They are. That's my problem. Okay. That's not going to work. Ignore me. We'll do that later. I'll get all this connected later. In the meantime, we're just going to place these blocks to sort of connect this thing all the way through like so. Last couple right there. I think that's good. Okay. Actually, that looks really, really bad. I don't know how I managed that, but we got to fix that. It's like this one, maybe this one, get rid of those and do that. Make it look a little bit better. We do need the deep slate tile slabs as well. Let's see, where are the deep slate tile slabs? Are they underneath this thing? Let's check it out. They are. Now, if we come back up here, we can finish this out using deep slate tile slab, regular slab. This feels really weird, but there we go. That's all connected in. I think that already looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. There is something I can think of that would make this be even better, though. Let's go ahead and let's do the backside, and then we can work on the small, minute details like that. We'll start out here. Let's build up with the coarse dirt, and then switching between these blocks, we're just going to go ahead and start texturing this out. Same thing up here as well, just like that. Maybe we'll swap out one of these for like that. I think that'll be pretty good. Oh, this side's actually perfect. How did this side work out and the other side didn't? I don't know. We could even maybe go ahead and add in some more detail work like that. And then do we have any stairs? Let's go check out if we have any stairs real quick. Stone brick stairs. We do. So we can add more detail on the edges over here right away just by throwing on a nice little stair. Looks pretty dang good if I do say so myself. Kind of just gives it more detail or more depth to the outside, and I just like it. So just like that, we'll do that all the way around. And then honestly, could we even go like boom and then boom? Is that like dumb? Maybe we'll play with that idea later. But as of right now, this is what we got. I'm really liking how this is coming together. Now, to run a blacksmith, we are going to need some granite, obviously. So let's go ahead and let's grab a stack of that, and we get a stack of polished granite as well. And then what other blocks can we use? I think terracotta might look okay. Like if you put that next to that, that's not horrible. We have any bricks though? We do. So maybe like all of these. Let's go see what we can do. What is going to be looking the best for a palette here? Let's see. We got brick, we got polished granite, we got regular granite, and we got terracotta. I think terracotta is a no-go, right? I think let's just stick to these three. And what we're going to do is right here. Oh, wait a minute. This might be bad. I was going to make it stick out one like that, but is that going to be too much? What if we make it just go over one block like that? And then we can make these run sort of all the way up here. We'll just make these pop through. We need to keep the textures random though. So just swapping between these, break a nice little hole through this roof here. The only thing is I got to make sure these textures are staying 100% random, but then I also want them to sort of pop through right here as well. And it's going to be a 3x3. So then inside as well, we're going to have just a nice little thing that's going to go up like this. Get the torches in, make sure that those are looking okay, and just keep the textures random. I might have to play around with these a little bit later. but we'll just sort of wait and see if this ends up looking good or not. And then it is dark out, so we are gonna have to go sleep and we can finish this in the daytime. I think I gotta be using some more regular granite because we are not really using very much of it right now. I don't know how to feel about that. And we also want to keep that like that. The only thing I'm trying to decide, how tall do I want this to go? I think I want it to go almost as tall as that thing. So like, let's just keep going around here, keep going up here. 100% trying to randomize every block we're placing. I just don't know exactly the best way to do so. And then we could honestly make it go all the way around as well at the top. How tall do we want to go? I think maybe one more little layer here. And then I think we'll call that good. Throw a torch in there, do that. How are we feeling about something like that? That is a big chimney is the only thing. I'm just trying to decide, oh, maybe we chop down some of that as well. It's kind of really thick right now. So I have an idea. One way that I could fix this, we could just make it be a little bit thinner once you get down like right there maybe. We chop that off on the top all the way around like so. And then this one as well. The brick take a little bit more to break. I don't like the haste when I'm trying to do stuff like this because then it honestly is kind of annoying. Let's see if we get a stone cutter then. Throw that down and let's grab a couple of granite walls. Then on the corners, we could do this to make it look like it's just getting thinner as it goes up. I think that'll be good, right? Wait, I actually messed with that. I think that's kind of chill. And then to do this, I think we'll just chop them out and then we can do like, just to get a little bit more texture going on here. Something along the lines of that, just all the way around, remove that. And then we need something inside here so that way we don't have to worry about it. Just give me nice little texturing detail is kind of the idea here. We'll throw the brick one there, the granite one there. I need to get up here. So how can I parkour? There we go. All the way up to here. And then these two, we'll just swap these around. We'll do a brick one there and we'll do the granite one right there. Get rid of the stone cutter here. Then how are we feeling about that? I think that's good. I think all we got to do now is sort of add the tip of the chimney, which I actually do have an idea for. So if we take these, yeah, we can get brick wall and then we'll do some of these polished granite slabs. And I think what we'll do, I do want it to have smoke because I feel like a blacksmith should be like active all the time. So like, as you can see, we don't always have smoke for my chimneys, but this one I think does need it. And then to give it the nice effect, we'll do the walls all the way around these guys and then some slabs on top to sort of just finish it out. Actually, can I even reach this one? There we go. I think that's perfect. Let's get down from here and let's see how that looks as far as that goes. We can just go up into free cam mode. Yeah, I really do like that. Oh, that looks nice. The only thing I can think of is, do I really want it to be all brick? But I think it's okay. I think we'll keep it as is. Kind of adds a little bit more detail on this side as well. Now this side is obviously still very flat. We still need to do some work over here, but we'll worry about that in just a moment. Now in the back, I do want to just go ahead and add on these things that we have on the front as well. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but that's fine because we can just cover it up. And then I think we have a spot for a window there and a spot for a window right. Wait, is it on top of these? I think it is, right? On top of that and on top of that, I think. And then we just need like, I don't know, the actual stuff to fill it in. I'll have to go check the front. I want it to look the exact same as the front. Let's see. Yeah, we got windows and we got spruce trapdoors. So let me grab these. It's to the left and right side. So that should be easy enough, I think, if we just kind of jump out here, do 1, 2 there, close those, and then 1 and 2 and close those. And if we add in the glass panes, there we go. Okay, so I'm sorry I be hunting, but this thing is in my way. So what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna get rid of it. Oh, I should have used my silk touch pickaxe apparently, but we'll just take rid of this whole thing right away. I don't need it there. It's actually in the way. And then I need some inventory space. I really should go grab some more shulker boxes. That would definitely help. But for now, let's just grab all this stuff. We can just throw any extra stuff in. Okay, never mind. Those are all full. So actually I can't do that. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of clean up the edge over here. This is so hard. Okay, so right there. I really would like to bring this over. It's gonna be a nice little pathway that's kind of gonna come over here with the coarse dirt. We can add some of this grass back in right there. The only thing is, like, do I make it go around here? I kind of think I do, just like that. Connect it all fully together. There we go. And then I'm just trying to decide, like, I want to do a little overhang, obviously, but like, where do I actually want to do the overhang? I think we can start it right there. So let's see, we need some cobblestone. Where are the cobblestone walls at? There we go. And we'll start it out right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then actually, let's just do 4 instead. So right there, we can go 1, 2, 3. I don't know. It's kind of hard. I think we'll do it right there. It's going to be a little awkward of a shape, but that is okay. And then do we have any spruce fences? It doesn't look like it. Let me actually go grab myself a new shulker box, so I have some more storage room. So if we actually just go ahead and throw down the shulker box right there, grab up some of this, and let's get rid of some of this stuff in my inventory. It's kind of very unnecessary to have all of that. And let's see, do we have have any spruce fences? We do. We got some spruce fences there. We'll take those. I think that'll be good. We can now grab my shulker and we can head back over and get back to work building up the rest of that building. So then from here, let's go up 1 and 2 on each of these, just like that. And then we need the dark oak. So let's throw that down. Where did I put the dark oak? Actually, I don't even know. There's some right here and there's some slabs right there. We can do the outside at least first. I think that's going to be a good idea. So let's go ahead and let's get up here. We can start right here and we're just going to go along here with the dark oak all the way like that. And we're going to go up half a slab all the way until this connects in, just like that. Same thing up here, just half slab up until we kind of connect into the side of the building. Make it less flat over here is kind of the idea. And then this, I think we're going to leave entirely for deep slate. Do we have any more deep slate slabs? We have a little bit right there and some right there. Is there any more? I mean, we have a decent bit, I guess. The only problem is we only have 21 deep slate slabs, unfortunately, but that should be fine. Honestly, we don't need that much. We just got this tiny little thing we got to fill in here. Should not be too bad at all. There we go. Then we can clean up this. And then I'm just trying to decide, do we want to do these to sort of connect all the way into the house? I think we do, because it kind of helps give it a little bit more structure. We're going to need one more though. Let's see. Where do we have the spruce wood at? I'm so unorganized right now. It's actually kind of bad. Let's craft up some sticks and let's craft up some more of those little fence gates, but we do need some more of these as well. And we can just grab, I don't know, let's grab 8 of these, I guess. And then the rest we can just keep in my inventory. We can finish connecting these into the wall over there and then over here as well, just to kind of make everything nice and go together well. The only thing is it is extremely dark under here, but now what we can do, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go ahead and we cut a hole right here. Oh, wait a minute. That's not going to work. Bear with me. We got to go out here with these like that. And then we can do the stair. Okay, we're going to need a stair actually. Let me grab a stone brick stair. We can make the stair go up here like this. We'll make it go around too. And we're going to need the coarse dirt obviously to go into the stair. That way it makes sense. Otherwise there's a pathway. We can just fill all of that in with the coarse dirt. I do want some path blocks, but I don't have any right now, unfortunately. There we go. Now we got this going in there. And then I think we could do a nice little window maybe right here. We should already have, yeah, exactly. We have enough glass panes to go ahead and do that right away. Now, as far as this wall goes, we can throw one of those right there. And then as far as the upstairs goes, we are going to need some more windows. So if it is against, I'm just trying to decide. We're going to do one that's going to go right here. So let's cut a hole there. We're going to do one that's going to go right here. So we'll cut a hole right there. You know what? We'll just do... yeah, we'll do this one as well. So we can do 4 windows on the top up here and then one right here as well. And then using the slabs, we're going to go along like this. We can just jump over, do a slab, jump over, do a slab. And then on the side of each of these windows, just close those. I do need my glass panes, which is a little unfortunate. But basically the side that has the white wool, we'll just go ahead and we'll add on the nice little trap doors like that. All the way along the side, make it a little bit less flat. And then we just need some glass panes, which, oh my God, dude, my inventory, I need to just, I don't know. This is an absolute nightmare right now. Let's craft up some more glass panes right away. We can head back up and we can get back to work. I'm just trying to make that wall less flat because right now that is definitely the biggest struggle of this build. That one wall is just very flat and one-dimensional. I don't like it. Now if we come down here, I want to go outside and kind of see how that looks now from over here. Fortunately, the sun is setting, so I'm not going to get a great view. That already makes it look a lot better in my opinion. It's just a lot less boring now. I'm not going to lie. I do think this wall is pretty decent. There's only one other thing I can think of because there is this kind of weird open space here. So we go ahead and we do that. Throw a glass pane in there. And then let's do, I kind of want a stair to go upside down there, but I guess in the meantime, we can just do some trapdoors like that. We could also do trapdoors here, but I kind of want to use some spruce log shelves for that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and strip all those. We can farm those up right away. Let's just go ahead and craft up some spruce shelves. They'll be easy enough. Now I might regret this, but like if we just go throw those there and then there, I don't like it on this one, but I do like it on this bigger window in here. So we could honestly like, do we just go ahead and do that? That looks stupid. I don't like that this house is like raised one. It just feels so much more awkward to build around, right? Like that looks really bad too. I think we'll just leave it as is like that, unless do we do some stairs instead. If I can only find my stairs and then we throw the stairs like that. I don't hate that, right? That's not bad. I think we'll keep that. That looks okay. And then like, I don't know. I feel like this wall is good, right? Like if we go out into free cam mode here, like I've made better, but also it's not horrible if I do say so myself. What is horrible though is this back part here. This section of wall wall is just extremely plain, extremely boring. I'm not gonna lie. But we do got some iron bars. I did have a plan. So if we come over to here, I believe like here, and here, we can make a nice big old iron bar window. Kind of gives it a little bit of a blacksmith feeling, if you know what I mean. So then should we do some of these on the back side as well? So like one there, just every other maybe. We could just pop some of these in just like that and do iron bars on all of those. And then just to brighten it up in here, do some more torches again. And let me go check out what does that look like from the outside. Actually, can I just go free cam through? We can. All right, that already I think helps out a ton. Only thing is this one I think should be removed. So we go ahead and we chop this one out and we're going to place it back in using cobblestone and stone brick. Yeah, I do think that looks a lot better. I got to figure something out for this. This building is looking pretty decent though. Very big, very plain. The cliff still needs some work, so we got to get that done. But I mean, I think it's coming together decently well. I've got an idea for some sort of fence that I want to do though first, but we're going to need some resources to be able to do that. So once again, let's unload some stuff into the shulker here. And now, like I was saying, we got an idea for a fence. So what we're going to do, we're going to kind of use these spruce fences, some leaves in here as well. And we can just kind of run them along here and throw some trapdoors on top just to kind of give a little bit of variation in it as well. Not all of them, just some of them. Get some leaves on top. We can run like one that's going to go there. I think that'll be good. We could throw a trapdoor on the corner here, but just give me a moment. There we go. Maybe we even throw one into that corner. We could do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to need some more fences though, unfortunately, as well. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 1, 2. And then, yeah, we're going to need more fences. Let's go craft up some more fences. But I think this will help make it look a little bit better on the edge over here. I just need to figure out a way to get past all that. There we go. And then with some sticks and with some spruce planks, we're just going to craft up some more fences. I think 18 might be enough. We're going to bring the crafting table just in case though. I just got to figure out how to get around this again. We can just do a little bit of parkour. Oh my gosh, that almost could have ended very badly. We do want to just go all the way along this edge here. We could throw one, I don't know, there maybe. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll throw one, just say there. I forgot you can just jump onto trapdoors too. That's so weird. And then like, I don't know, we can hang a leaf down off that edge. See, the house is like really weirdly on this cliff. It wouldn't feel like it would stay up here, but it is. And we can do one there, one there. We can throw a trapdoor on that one. And maybe we'll connect these two as well. I think eventually I do want to make a pathway that's going to go down this side though. So I'm trying to think, how do I do that? We're going to need the trapdoors or the slabs. We're also going to need some coarse dirt as well. So coarse dirt. And unfortunately, we are going to need to just craft up some more slabs. Easy enough right there. And we can make these go down like 1 by 1, I guess. So let's just say we bring it down here just because we could do some cool like build down here or something. I don't even know. And bring it down. And yeah, we'll just have sort of that to kind of go all the way down there. And then I think we want to overhang some of these leaves like that. We could do the same thing over here. Just overhang a leaf right there. I think, let me go out into free cam. Yeah, I think that is already looking a lot better. Obviously, this wall is still very much a lot of stone. I think we can make that look a little better with a nice strip of, what do you call it? A nice strip of spruce logs right there. I actually do think this will be very easy. We'll just chop out this row right here all the way along. And then with the spruce logs, we're gonna have to jump to be able to place these. We can just place these guys all the way along and then go ahead and strip them as well. That already helps a lot in my opinion. It kind of brings the whole definition up, but what else do we want to do? Like now I feel like it should have some more platforms. I think it'll be okay. That does help. But overall, I would say that this is looking pretty good. The only thing is like, obviously the cliff that's down there does need some work. I think we might change the block palette it's made out of, because right now, let me just show you guys what I mean. We come down here, it's like this block palette, and then it's basically the exact same block palette of the main build. So it kind of clashes a little bit and I don't love it. So I think that's going to be important to clean up. But I think what I want to do now is I kind of just want to work on the area around the house and then inside of the house. I think for some decoration, I do want to do just a nice little lava pool. So something along the lines of that. And then I know we got some lava buckets already. I just hope that doesn't end up burning anything down, but I guess we'll see. It has been a while because, you know, I haven't been on it a while, so I don't remember which house it was in. It was this one. Awesome. So if we just come right down here, this is my auto smelter, but inside of the auto smelter, I believe here, we've got some lava, which, yeah, my inventory is full, so I do need to just get rid of something that works for me. Grab 3 little lava buckets here, and then very easily we could just come up here. Oh, can you not waterlog stairs? No, I thought you could. It's not like water, right? Because water, I could just go ahead and do that. Yeah, but lava, it does not work. So how do I actually want to do this then? Maybe I guess what we could do, let's go ahead and let's clean this up. And then can I do like a half wall or something? Like what if we throw, I have an idea. I just got to find the item that I need, which should be it right there. What if we go ahead and we do something like that? And then, I mean, no, I can't light myself on fire. I don't like that. So actually all of this just going to get cleaned up. Guess that means the lava buckets have got to go back inside. Dude, I never realized my character is is like hands up screaming when I'm on fire. It makes perfect sense. I don't know why I didn't expect it. So one thing I think I want to do is actually, I think I'm going to use this chimney here. We can kind of cut on into here. We can dig down one block as well. Throw a bucket of lava right there. And then you know what? Do we just go ahead and we break that and then go ahead and do that? I think that could be a decent idea. And then actually I have a different idea. Where'd my stone cutter go? I actually have no idea where my stone cutter is. Stone cutter, stone cutter, stone cutter. Yeah, where did my stone cutter go? There it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's make a stair as we can kind of fill that in. And there we go. Now we have access easily to the lava. And we can do the same thing up here, right? Pop a hole in here. We're gonna need the iron bars, do that. And then the stone cutter to go grab myself a stone something. I think we'll do a polished granite for this one. And we have access to this from the inside or the outside of the blacksmith building. There we go. Easy access to lava to be able to cook stuff. And I think out here, we're obviously going to be doing a nice little anvil, but maybe we'll switch this around to that way because I feel like that is very fitting. And then do we do one of those? I don't know. That feels weird. I feel like this outside area is probably pretty good, right? Like we got enough decoration going on here. Maybe one more thing, actually. We go ahead and we throw a stair like that. Then we could throw a lantern on top of it. I think that'll be great. And you know what? We have the lanterns right away. We might as well add on the light like I do onto all the houses. Just up here on the trim like that. Can throw on some nice little, not torches. I almost said torches, but what do you call these? Lanterns to kind of brighten the place up a little bit. We'll just go ahead and we'll do that all the way. But yeah, I think this outer part is pretty good. We got ourselves the anvil. And then on the inside, we'll be able to do some more little design stuff. But first of all, this is not going to work out. We're going to throw a torch up there, make sure no monsters spawn. And then we can fill this roof in using the spruce planks because there's not really a point in leaving this open. It just kind of makes everything look a little bit weird in my opinion. We'll do this all the way throughout like this. I'm just going to design the interior. So I think we could do one window here, one window right here. Obviously not glass, we're using the iron bars just to give it that more, what do you call it? The blacksmith aesthetic. I don't think there's going to be a bed in my blacksmith. I've just been using that to sleep on, so we'll get rid of that. We're going to throw an anvil in, I think right here. It's going to sit like that. And then on the wall, we could do a grindstone there. We could do grindstone there. Now we could just do some very basic interior design work. So I don't know. Let's like throw a cauldron in the corner, fill that with water to kind of cool down the tools after you're done using the lava. And we could honestly go like, there should probably be a chest somewhere. So I'm kind of thinking, what if we do this? We're going to need some more trap doors again. So we'll craft up some of those. We can throw that right there. And then we can throw a chest on top. Is that going to start on fire? I hope that doesn't start on fire, but there's a chance that it's too close. We'll see. And maybe we got some blast furnaces as well, so we could throw those in the corner right there. It's very gray in here, but you know what? That's fine. What if we do that right there? And then we could do, let's see, I don't know, a blast furnace on top of that. See, but I like the look of that hanging from the wall, so maybe we actually don't want to do that. Like, this is already decent enough, I feel like. What else can I do? I don't know. We got these blast furnaces. I mean, we can make that 3 blast furnaces right there. We could have like a storage area or a storage rack here. I just need my trap doors because I could do a storage rack for extra anvils, right? So we go like over here and we go boom, boom. We go boom, boom. We could do anvil. No, okay. We got to go down half a block. So right there and right there. We can do anvil there. We can do anvil up there. And we could like throw a blast furnace there for storage. This is just like extras in case we end up breaking the stuff in this part of the room. I think that looks pretty good. So then back here is going to be the spot where the blacksmith is working, but then we got to have a sales counter so he can like sell to people. So like I'm thinking right along here, we just do that. And then we're going to do a nice little trap door that can open up and close like so. Does this look good? Is this very, I feel like that's very divisive, but you know what? I think that's fine. And then maybe we go ahead and we add that. See, but I feel like it's awkward. I feel like we need to be using up some dark oak wood because it kind of blends with the ceiling too much right now. So if we just go ahead and we craft up some dark wood stairs, I think that'll be good. And we can clean up all this stuff we already did and we can redo it with the dark oak. Yeah, I think that'll just look a lot better in my opinion. And we need another trap door as well. We can throw right there to kind of open and close to get back there. Clean up the ones on the top here. And we can add these all the way along there as well. I think that'll be pretty good. The only thing is, I think on this side, we could kind of divide that a little bit better like so. Hopefully none of this ends up lighting on fire is my only thing. And what do we want to put on top of this counter? I guess we could do a little lantern like there. A bell wouldn't be a bad idea as well. We might have to do a bell. The only thing is, I don't know if I have any bells. I have one outside of, you know what? Let me go grab the one that's outside of my house. I'm pretty sure that this bell has been sitting here since like episode 1. So let's just go ahead and let's grab that. My inventory is completely full yet again. I think what we'll do is we'll throw that right there. And then maybe we want a chair for like visitors to sit in out here. This one we could just go ahead and we could do something like that. And then we'll do some trapdoors in the end to make it a proper bench. That way they have a little spot to sit while they're waiting for their service. As far as this goes, I almost feel like the ladder should definitely be on the back side though, because Imagine someone just walks in and they just can straight out go up to your bedroom. This is like where the blacksmith is going to be living. Let's go ahead and let's clean up all of this. Okay, you know what? We're just going to need a new shulker. It's time that I cave and we just get another one, I guess. Throw all the extra junk into there. And we can grab up all of these ladders. And we can put that back right there. And then I think what we'll do actually right here on this back wall, boom, we can just peek the ladders right through there. That should be perfect. And then what do we want to do for the rest of this room? I'm not exactly sure. We could do like some barrels in the corner maybe. I'm surprised I don't have any barrels actually. That's kind of weird. Let's go see. Do we have any slabs as well? I don't think we have any. Yeah, we do. Dark oak slabs. There we go. I also feel like a blacksmith should probably have a crafting table. So where did that go? Let's grab one of these. Where should the crafting table go? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like there. Let's just go ahead and let's craft up some barrels then. I think 5 should be good. And we can just start throwing these guys sort of in the corner here like that. We could even throw a nice little lantern on top of that one. And then I don't know. Is this good? I feel like the bottom floor is decorated decently well. Kind of the idea we got right now is like there's the outside workstation for like during I don't know. I don't know when that would get used, but then customers can come on in, request service here with the bell, and then they can sit down over here on the chair and wait for the service. Meanwhile, blacksmith man is back here doing whatever he needs to do. I feel like this bottom is decorated pretty well. That means we got to get the top layer done though. So first things first, bed. What color bed does a blacksmith have? We start out by throwing that one right down there, and then this is obviously gonna need some more work. So now with the wool, we could just go ahead and fill this in. This is gonna look a little strange, but that is okay. We could just go all the way along here, start out with the wool, and then we can do the whatever we're gonna put above that. So we want to do a stack of dark oak log, and then for the top of this layer, we want to use these dark oak planks all the way throughout here. We can literally bring these all the way back and along. It is so dark though. Oh, I should put some torches up there as well. Got to make sure we don't get any monster spawns or anything like that. So let's throw those up there. Then we can finish filling in the rest of this area. I don't know that we're gonna have enough. We might have to craft up some more dark oak planks. Actually, it looks like we are good. Next up, I do want to grab the bed, and we want to make some black dye, and we're gonna make a nice little black bed. I feel like it is fitting. And you know what? In here, okay, this is gonna drive me insane, but it's driving me insane right now. So that's got to get removed. And then we need. Do we have the spruce? Please tell me we have the spruce in here. We do. We can just go ahead and add that right there. We'll do the same thing up here because it's just driving me actually insane. I actually just cannot take it. We'll get my ladder to go all the way back up to the top there. And then what do we want to do here? So I think obviously we could do like a barrel onto that. No, that looks weird. We're definitely not going to do a barrel, right? We're going to do a crafting table because crafting tables are always good. Throw that there. Throw a little lantern on top and get rid of the torch then. As far as the other side goes, we could do a stair like that. And then let's go, I don't know, a soul lantern feels, no, never mind. There's a lantern on that side. We're not going to do that. But what if instead of a regular lantern, we do a soul lantern? That's too dark. We're going to stick with the regular lantern on there. And as far as this side goes, we could do just some candles, I guess, because that feels kind of ominous, like it would be something inside of a blacksmith's house, right? And for some reason, this guy really likes iron bars. So he's going to have iron bars going up each of those like that. He is going to have some plants. They're just not going to be the best plants. There's going to be a composter pad right there. You know what? This guy also likes to keep his walls nicely decorated with the faces of his enemies. And then what else do we do? Does he read? I don't know that this man reads, but yeah, no, that looks horrible. We're going to get rid of all that actually. He does like his gloomy vibes. We are going to throw in this rug. And you know what? We'll actually just bring this guy all the way down. Just not the final 3. So 1, 2, 3. So just like that, all of that is going to be the carpet. We should honestly go get a torch to light those candles as well. Little leaves right there. And then we need some, I keep like running out of stuff. Okay. We need to go ahead and get myself some, what do you call these? Signs. So we can make this plant stand out a little bit better, just like that. And you know what? This guy maybe reads a little bit. So like not a ton, just a couple of bookshelves over here in the corner. And then some random like storage bins, I guess, that are going to go there. And then a nice little fence. And we can do another one right there. Except I don't like that because it's against that now. So maybe we'll actually do it. Yeah, we can do it on this side over here. We could go boom. And then we could go, let's get rid of that guy like that. And we can go like that. But this one I want to face upright. And we could throw a nice little lantern on there to brighten it up. And I think that's going to be good. I feel like this area is decorated relatively okay. Yeah, I think we're going to call the blacksmith interior done. Now with the interior of this build done, I think the only other thing really left to do is kind of add in a little bit more detail work with some of these plants. We're just going to do a little bit of lilacs, some leaves, and some grass all around like that. Kind of fill in the areas like so. So like right here, we could probably go ahead and we could do that. We could throw a grass right there, throw a lilac right there. I think this side should be good. And then we'll just go all the way around the edge over here. Probably just jump up to there and then jump over and around. We could probably just get started with this here. So what we're going to do, we can kind of make these sort of hang off the edges, the idea, where there's going to be these nice little, like, I don't know, leaf things that are just going to be going up and then hanging off the edge. here. I don't know if this makes sense, but like it makes sense in my head. And then we can do some of these, some more leaves throughout, some lilacs to mix in some color. So it's not just green. Then if we kind of come away here, that already looks a lot better in kind of separating the cliff from the house, which I really like. Honestly, I think this backside will be good. We just got to do the front side and then we'll be all set to go. We could even hang like some off the edge there. We'll do another one that's going to hang off the edge here, just like off this way, I guess. We could even make this one go really far down because we don't have one that goes super far down yet. One that's going to go here and then we can just go boom. I don't know if these are going to be looking good, but we're trying our best to make it all kind of go together. And we'll throw in a couple extra leaves throughout here as well. And then once again, just some lilacs for a little pop of color all the way throughout. I don't know how many we need. Add in some grass to do the finishing touches here. And I feel like we're going to be doing pretty good there, but let's go ahead and let's clean up the mess that we made around here with the shulkers, also the crafting table. And then if we go ahead, I want to go down over to where the house is, like my original house, and see how this looks from over there. The only thing I can really think of then is kind of changing up the texturing and changing up the cliff down here. But first things first, let's go get a look from just right here. That already looks a lot better in my opinion. Blacksmith, I would say for the most part is complete. We just got that cliff work to do that I'm not excited for. Okay, so as I was saying, I think all I want to do now is we're going to be changing the block palette that we're using up here. So what we're going to do first of all the way along, we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove these blocks and we're going to replace them in with tough because I want to use this palette here. I'll just show you guys. We're going to be using tough and then moss and then mossy cobblestone because I think it'll end up looking pretty dang nice. But I got to figure out how I want to do this. So I want to do the tough on the way bottom because it'll kind of fit a little bit better. So we're going to add the tough way down here. We can kind of bring it up a little bit as well, like this. And let's do that. And then down to here as well. We can just keep on going sort of up a little bit and like random patterns, I guess. That way it's going to look a little bit more natural. Also, these flowers have got to go. Yeah, basically just removing all the bottom stones and adding in tough because it's like the darkest texture. And then on top of the tough, we'll do like this because it's a little bit lighter. And then the way top, we'll do mossy cobblestone. It's the same palette that we used down there for that. I just think it looks really, really nice. So we're going to go all the way around, remove all of this that we need to, and work on placing the tough in. And then we can worry about some of the other texturing a little bit later on. One thing at a time first. Let's start out with just the tough here. And we'll make my way around to some of the other textures afterwards. And there we go. We got the entire bottom sort of completely laid out. Now we're going to do the same thing going with the pale oak moss next. So just some of these, we'll throw in some pale oak. I do want to leave a little room for some of the mossy cobblestone as well, but majority of it is just going to be using this pale oak moss. A little bit of a lighter gray texture. As you can see, we got like dark on the way bottom, and as we work our way to the top, it just gets a little bit brighter. We'll mix in some of these as well, just to kind of make sure we fully get this. I did not mean to drop that, my bad. Only thing is we do got to be a little careful because we have haste, so we can insta break basically anything we want. Obviously, that is not ideal, so we'll just keep going all the way around here, kind of randomly mining out some of these blocks, basically just leaving some of the top blocks, but also not all of them. I don't want very much mossy cobblestone at all. Basically, the whole thing, I just want the pale oak moss, which honestly, underrated block. I absolutely love this block. I think it's amazing. And then anywhere, like, see how this is like under the leaves, so it kind of be shaded more. We're going to make sure that those blocks are also going to be as the pale moss blocks as well. And now finally, we can just go with this in my offhand, break off any of these remaining pieces of stone and replacing them in with the mossy cobblestone. Now, honestly, I don't know if this is going to look weird. This might look weird because in the other one, I also used some regular cobblestone as well. But I guess we'll just find out and we'll kind of see. Like right now, I feel like this might look a little weird, but we'll just do it all. And we can decide from there if we want to change it up at all or leave it the same. See, can I do this little parkour jump? Nope, I cannot. Let's just do it like this, I guess. Old-fashioned technique, and keep on going around and breaking out the walls. And there we go. We're not doing a ton, like I said, just a little bit. That already looks so much better because now that texture is completely different from that color. So now you can actually tell like what is cliff and what is actually house. I feel like this build is pretty good and pretty successful. I think we're good. We could probably go ahead and move on. I'm like pretty happy with this. We got a nice little blacksmith building fully complete. So this is the current view of my village area from my area. So this is the new build we got. I'm actually really, really happy with it, but there's obviously some more work that could be done as well. But like I said, ultimately my goal is right there's my starter house. Right over there around the corner is Knight's starter house. We're trying to connect all of his builds into all of my builds over here. In due time, it'll happen. I think I want to come back like once every month to do one Forever World video. But if you guys want to see that, let's get 550 likes on this video. Also, shameless plug, but I did start a second channel that I'm doing basically like 100% completing video games. If that's something you're interested in seeing, it's very long, like 3-hour videos, just like I do on Minecraft. Check it out. I'm going to leave it linked in the description if I remember. Next up, if you guys have known or have watched the Forever World videos before, you would know I'm absolutely horrible at designing interiors. It is just one of my least favorite things to do in Minecraft, so I always end up putting it off. Since I'm coming back to the Forever World, I made it the point that I actually do want to design my interiors. So as you can see, we did design the interior of this build here. Both the bottom and the top layer, we got a small, simple, but effective design. But anyways, moving on, like there's a lot of buildings here that just aren't designed. I've designed a couple, like I'm pretty sure that one's designed. We can go check it out. And like my starter house is designed, but honestly could use some work. That house I believe is designed. But there's a lot of houses over there that just have not been designed yet. So I think what I want to do, I want to go through, figure out what needs to be designed and work on designing some interiors to some of my builds. Starting out, I think if we come up here, this is kind of like a side project that whenever I feel like building a fantasy type build, I just build it up here. We got my amethyst tree right there, but then we got this nice little house that's just chilling up here. Currently, there's nothing in it, unfortunately. What we might want to go ahead and decorate that. And then I don't remember, did I design this tower? We might just leave this tower for now. I don't remember if there's anything up here. I think it was just kind of an elytra tower for the most part. If we come up here, yeah, I mean, honestly, there's like not much to do decoration wise. Like, I don't know what else to do up here if I'm being completely honest. So I think we'll probably just end up leaving that as well. But let's go check out what houses down there in the valley that need to be done. If I'm not mistaken, I'm 90% sure. Yeah, this house is already decorated. Very simple, but that one is done. There's also a little XP farm down there that doesn't work anymore, but we're going to ignore that. I'm pretty positive this build is not done. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got this floor here that needs to be decorated, obviously. We've got a floor up here that needs to be decorated as well. And then if we go outside and we go down to the bottom level, because this house is actually 3 floors tall, I'm pretty sure this also needs to be decorated here. So that is one house that needs to be done. I'm pretty positive this house needs to be done as well. Very small, but we'll have to figure something out there. And then along the edge over here, we've got this house that we just finished building as well. This house is going to need some decoration as well. So that's 3, 4. We got 4 houses so far. I believe this is done. Yes, this one is done as well. But then I'm pretty sure these end too. So 5, 6, and then the top level. So 7, 8 on each of those. And I'm pretty sure like, right, my cow barn is decorated-ish, decorated enough. Little grain silo. I don't think I actually had a way to get in this thing, did I? Pretty sure it's just a simple grain silo if I'm not mistaken. And then we've also got the little beehive in here. That is completely decorated as well. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we got the 8 buildings. And then I think this white pale oak one makes building number 9. If I'm not mistaken, this guy is just completely not decorated as well. Very small, but it is 2 floors. So this one might take me a little bit of time. And we're just going to get started at designing little interiors here. So maybe we could go a flower pot on that guy. And then we should probably find myself some sort of flower to put in that. You know what? Lily of the Valley, we just got that. I think that'll look pretty nice right there. We could throw a stair over here. And then we could do a nice little lantern on that as a side of the bed nightstand. And then, okay, let's see. Can we craft up like a sign here? Throw that at the foot of the bed as a footstand for the bed. Maybe we want to craft up a composter. Wait, how do you do a composter? Is it like that? No? How do you actually craft a composter? I don't even know. So apparently composters are actually done with slabs. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to craft some of these. Out here on the balcony, we could throw one of these into the corner like that. And then where did the extra signs go? Right there. I did throw them on the floor. So this little balcony has a little bit of design as well. I think this balcony is honestly going to be about perfect. We can head back in. What else do we want to do for decorations as far as in here goes? I think we could go ahead. We could throw down some carpeting. Nothing crazy, just like a couple pieces there. We can do one more right there. And as far as this wall goes, I don't think we're going to need this window almost. So I think we could go ahead and cover that up. First things first, though, I want to craft some more things. So we're going to need some more barrels. Probably just do 2 of those for now. I go like barrel and barrel there. Let's do a crafting table next to those. We could go some bookshelves going up the wall like that, maybe, I guess. I don't really know. And then we kind of want some more slabs because it's driving me insane. I need to fill this in because it's actually bothering me so much. And then with the trap doors, I could even make a nice little shelf that's going to go up right there. Throw some decorations on that, like a nice little lantern, maybe another flower pot that's going to go there. And then do we have anything to put in that? I don't think so. We're going to try to put this one down. Yeah, we got a little dandelion. Could throw that guy right right there. Is this house good? I feel like this is decorated decently well enough, right? The only other thing I could think of would be maybe adding in the carpet to go this way and just having the carpet like that because it's a little wider. And I think the interior here is pretty good and decorated as far as I'm aware. And there we go. The upper level of our little sheep house is done. Bottom level's done. I believe all of these should be done as well. So that one is done. Over here, this one is also done. And this one does have this little like balcony as well. Completely forgot about that. I think next up, either we get started with this white one over here or this one. I do think this one is going to be a little easier to do. So we might start out here. First things first, we do got to fill this in. So what do we want to do? Let's go ahead. We're going to throw out all of my shulker boxes right out here, just so I have access to all my resources that I'm going to need. So as far as this house goes, we're going to throw in a nice little table system right here. Can we throw a shelf on that? Oh, wait, that's actually fire. Maybe a nice little fence like that. So we're going to grab a pressure plate we can throw on top for a nice little table. We got a nice little window or like, yeah, front window table for like, I don't know, a cup of coffee, whatever you want to call it. I did decide to come in here and do this one first, then we'll do that one next. What do we want to do in the rest of this place? Let's see. We could do a little crafting table down there in the corner. We go some bookshelves on top of that little guy. We could do like stairs for a nice little shelf, I guess. Maybe we even make this a little smaller. So stairs like that. And then we could do some trap doors to kind of close this off from the rest of the room, just like that. That's not bad. There is that little thing out there already. So maybe we'll just go flower pot. I don't know that I actually have any flowers left. Let's see. We do got some oxy daisies, I guess. We could just go ahead and throw these in. I don't need anything too fancy. So a little oxy daisy right there. And then, you know what? Let's just do another two that are going to go this way. We can move the torch. I guess I don't know where we want to move the torch to, but we're going to move the torch. We can do some more trapdoors. Sorry about all the cows, by the way. They're very loud and annoying. Something like that. And we could honestly do a second little shelf above. Then we can go a nice little lantern right there. We could throw even in some like, I don't even know. Let's do another little flower pot, I guess. That's going to go up there. Kind of want to do a different type of flower though. I feel like two of the same one in here is not very nice. Maybe we'll throw some candles in. Oh, I can't do candles there. That's fine. We can do a nice little carpet back here, I guess, like at the entryway, because yeah, we do have this little back patio area as well. Maybe what we want to do here is going to be like a little bench that you can like sit on. I think that'll be good. And then honestly, bottom floor, I think is good. Very small, very simple, but that's fine. As far as the top floor goes, I would feel very weird actually living in here because this thing is so tight. Maybe we actually want to put it, see, I was going to say up here, but like either way, you're going to have like a weird view of every direction. This house is very glass. I guess let's just go ahead and let's craft up a bed. We're going to need some dye for this guy though. We can put it there for now, but it's definitely going to need some sort of dye. We can do another little flower pots. Let's get a nice little daisy in that. Very simple design. And then over here, we could just do a nice little carpet there. And then balcony, I'm not really too concerned about. So yeah, all we need is a dye for that bed and then this house will be done. So let's go find myself some sort of flower that's not yellow because yellow is absolutely ugly. We need a color that isn't yellow. Not really going to be too picky. Purple, pink, red, I don't care. Just not yellow and not white. Perfect. Not too far a walk. We got ourselves a poppy. We can go ahead and craft that into a red dye right away, just like that. And we can head back and we can get that bed dyed. A red bed works for me. And luckily for me, it'll be extremely easy. Just white bed, red dye, get myself a red bed, and we can throw that guy down right there. Throw a lantern on the crafting table as well. I think we're good. Don't really know what else to put in this room. It's a very small house, so design has to kind of stay simple. There we go. We got that house done. We got that house done. The barn is done. That building's done. That building's done. So we got these two houses right here now. I believe, like, yeah, this is all completely done. So let's see, what do we want to do as far as this goes? I think we'll actually start out with a very simple, I'm not going to use the upper layer. We're just going to cut this off. I completely forgot that this house was 3 levels tall, actually. I'm not going to lie. We just fill this whole thing in, and then, do I have auto tree chop on? I'm just going to go with the fact that I don't, and we're going to hope that we don't, and we're going to break this. Yes, it looks like we're good. And then we can fill this whole thing in using these spruce planks right away, just like so. I'm really tired of doing these things, but always beside the bed, I like to do a crafting table, and then we like to do a stair, so we'll go ahead and we'll get that done right away. And we can craft up a simple bed. Throw that guy there. You know what? We'll actually stick with the white bed for this one. I haven't really done a white bed too often. I think that'll be okay. Little flower pot with a daisy. And then we could do, let's see, what do we actually want to do? We're gonna need some more barrels, so I guess we can go ahead and craft up, I guess, only 3 of those for now. We get started like barrel like that. I'm gonna need more spruce wood. Let me actually go grab myself some more spruce wood. Luckily for me, we should have plenty of spruce wood just chilling out in here, so we could just take a stack of that. And I think just to make these effectively and get these done relatively quickly, I'm just gonna do all of these kind of at the same like design, because I don't really care that they look different if I'm being completely honest. So we'll go crafting table right there, and then in the corner, nothing will be able able to see that. So we'll do that. We'll do, I think, I don't know, like bookshelves up there. Probably remove whatever there is on the top. And we could just turn this into a nice little shelf area, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. Throw some shelves that are going to go up there. A lantern on one of those like that. We could do, I guess, do we want to do? No, we can't do anything down there. We can just do another thing up here. Another oxy daisy because it's the only flower type I have. And I guess we could bring this over here, sort of. Some more candles. I wish I could dye some of these is the only thing. And then you know what? We could even go another bookshelf right there. We can bring some nice little fences up like that. And then we can connect these all together like that. I think that this looks pretty decent. We can maybe add more bookshelves in the corners so that feels a little less awkward. And then do we have a composter? I don't think we have a composter. That's a little sad. So, oh, we do. We actually do. Throw down the composter right there. And with some sticks and some planks, we'll craft up some signs. Throw these around my composter. Give myself a nice little house plant. And there we go. I think we'll call that good. Maybe we throw in the carpet again. So we just actually, what if we just do the carpet in the kitchen? Because that makes total sense, right? Something like that. There we go. This feels pretty roomy. And I think that's going to be what this room is going to look like. And you know what? I think for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to copy this exact room design into the other 3 houses that are the exact same as this one. So very simple. It's going to be a crafting table right there. And then it's going to be a stair right there. We're going to craft up a bed. This bed I do want to go change the color of, but we can worry about that in just a moment. It's going to be a barrel like that. Crafting table like that. We're going to need another barrel. I really should just craft a bunch of barrels because we're going to be using so many for this, right? One right there. We can run 1, 2, 3, close all of those, and then the trap doors over. I also got to fill in this attic. I just realized as well, like, it's just going to be so much easier to just copy this, and nobody goes in these buildings, so I don't care that much. They can all look the same. That's fine with me. So I guess in the meantime, real quickly, I am going to copy this into this house right here. It's going to be the exact same layout sort of for this. And we're going to start out by going and getting myself some more dyes. I could probably just run to my house, but let's just go pick like a couple of flowers. You know what? There's actually a bunch of pink tulips right here. We could just go ahead and grab these. Oh no, those are white tulips. Never mind. I only got 1 pink tulip. You know what? Is 1 enough? That's 1 pink dye. What if we just grab some of these red ones and then I can just do red beds for the rest of the houses? I think that's going to be a good idea because I don't want to keep coming in and running out and coming in and running out. And then we can grab this white bed here. My inventory is full yet again. That is a problem. Grab that, turn that into a pink bed right away, and we can throw that guy right there. And you guys know the drill. I'm going to just go through and finish decorating this house or this room so that way it kind of matches all of the other ones. Or I guess that one over there. I'll see you guys once I get it done. And there we go. Just like that, we've got all of the river houses done. Most of them have this design, so there's this, but then obviously there was the old design that we were doing earlier in the video, or earlier in the, I guess, world? Forever world? I don't know. As you can see, done. They're all basically the exact same, so I could very easily do it. And then up here, once again, same thing up here. I mean, this one's slightly different because we did have to put this on this side, but, you know, basically same idea. And then final one there. So everything on this side of the river, as far as I'm aware, the interiors should all be done. That means all I've got left to do, I've got that house, I've got that house, I've got that house, I've got that house. So 4 more houses. Only problem is, dude, I want to be done. I don't enjoy this. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and let's grab my shulkers. Probably just knock all these out really quickly, and then we can work on building something else because I don't want to have to worry about coming back and doing it later on. We're gonna need another, like, I don't know, 2 stacks of spruce wood because we are using so much spruce wood inside of these. I thought I just killed carrots. That would not have been very good. And then we got to get started on that side. So that house, and that house. I'm going to try to keep this as simply as humanly possible. So what do we want to do? We want a crafting table as first. My inventory is completely full again. This is a nightmare. So I think what we'll do, we'll throw down some of these shulker boxes, probably like right here, for example. Just get these guys all going everywhere out here. And we can go get back to work designing. We're probably going to do very similar designs to those ones, just like over here. So crafting table right there. And then we need a bed. So we're going to craft up some planks and craft up a bed. Throw that down right there. Of course, I forgot my flowers out here somewhere. The only problem with these shulkers is I can actually remember which one had my resources. So we'll take all these. We'll do, we're going to need a couple of lilacs, right? Maybe we'll just keep them as lilacs for now because we can do some purple, or is that magenta? Let's see. Magenta dyes. We can do a couple of magenta dyes. So back on into the house here. This one is only 1 floor. We can go ahead and we can grab some magenta dye, and we can go ahead and dye our bed magenta. Santa, just like that. Throw a little side table, throw a little lantern. We're also gonna need more lanterns, but yeah, I'm just gonna finish decorating these. You guys are probably tired of seeing this. I will just see you guys once I get all of them decorated. And there we go. We've got all of these houses designed. The only thing not designed is that house up there, but I think I'm actually gonna leave that one for now because I don't even have a trail to get up to it. So I think what I want to do, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna dump some of this stuff out of my inventory. I need some inventory space, and then we're gonna unload all these shulker boxes. I just want to make sure I have some space so I can get started with the next building project. So next up, I've got this little open space here, and since I went ahead and I filled this in, so this is kind of like very, very different than what it was like before, I think I want to fill this in just to kind of fully fill in this area right here. Only problem is it's really small. I don't know exactly what my plan is going to be, but we're going to try to figure that out right now. So I've got a block palette I want to work with. I did actually do this in the hardcore video I made like, I don't know, a month or two ago, and I really, really liked it. So the basic idea, we're going to be using pale oak. Oh wait, it is literally that block palette right there actually. You're going to be using pale oak for the walls, some dark oak, and then some mangrove wood as well. So let's grab up some dark oak logs. Let's grab up some pale oak, and then where do I actually have my mangrove? We'll grab up a couple stacks of that right away as well. So I think what we're going to do is right up here, we can start out. So if we do one there, then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And right here, we can do up another one just like so, just like so. So this is going to be the front of the house right here. The only thing is, I don't know how I'm going to make this look good, but we'll figure it out as we go. So let's bring all these up. So that's 1, 2. Let's go up 3, 4, and 5. We can bring these sort of across just like so, and bring these up as well. And we'll go up another 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll go across here with the dark oak logs. I hope that that is about what we're going for. Is that going to be too big though, is the only concern I have. I know, we'll figure it out in just a moment. So now what we're going to do is we want to go into the mountain zone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go right here. And then we're just going to do another 5 right away. So like that. And 1, 2, I guess 3, 4, and 5. Just like, this is so awkward. This is such an awkward place to be building. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess this one right here is going to be 5. And then this one is going to be where we actually build it. So like, there's going to be a lot of terraforming that needs to happen here, obviously, but that's fine. All of this is going to have to get removed, but I don't want this empty space. Maybe this is too big of a house, is it? Should we run the house? Like, I'm wondering if I should run the house the other direction instead, but I guess we'll figure it out. We can start out just by terraforming what we've got to work with here. I think once this house is here, it won't look that weird is what I'm hoping. So then we're going to need to do another set of these. Wait, there is one right there already. Perfect. And then these are obviously going to go back here as well because it's going to be a 2-floor tall house, just like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. We can bring this up. Oh, wait, I completely forgot to connect this in, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm just worried about, is this going to be too big is kind of my main concern. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So right here, this is going to be kind of the layout of what the house is going to be looking like. This will be the way top. So then if we come down here, I'm just trying to decide, is that going to be too big? I almost feel like maybe it might be, but we'll see. And if we come over here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we honestly, do we just go 5? So like right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. It's so hard to decide. I think this will be a decent layout to get me started at least. I think the way to do this is we're just going to terraform out all of this. Give me the room to where the actual house is going to be. And then we can decide if we want to move it around and make it smaller or whatnot. We're going to be building this into the mountain. So basically I only have to do like 1 to 3 main walls is basically it. But this whole thing all the way up to this level right here all has to be terraformed. So luckily for me, we do actually have that haste. It's going to make this a lot quicker. I think it'll be great to just start out with all of the dirt. So we're going to do that. We're going to get rid of all of the dirt first of all. Get this all down to the same sort of Y level here. I guess there's some more dirt there. Dude, I'm going to have so much dirt. It's insane. And then we can do like little small side pieces and whatnot later on as well. We're basically already almost done with all the dirt. This haste is a little scary because it breaks stuff a little too quickly for my liking. And then we just got to get this whole mountain of stone down right away as well. So we should probably just come up here. We can start sort of from this corner. Oh yeah, see, this is all going to get one hit as well. I don't like that. It's way too quick. I don't like being able to break stuff this quickly. And then also one in the wall because the wall is going to be getting some blocks placed in it as well. Yeah, we can just bring this whole thing down to that main Y level, I guess. 2 floors. See, I feel like 2 floors is too tall, but then also when you consider where it is, I think it's going to be okay. Man, should we be using silk touch? I feel like we got more cobblestone than silk touch. No, we do. We have more stone than cobblestone, actually, surprisingly. So we are just going to keep on using the regular one so we can get even more. I should really do like a big building project soon because I have so much stone and cobblestone. It's actually insane. Luckily for me, we can just pretty easily keep on going with the stone, chopping the rest of it out here. I've just got a little bit more in this wall to clean up over here. Hopefully I don't end up breaking any of this stuff outside. And there we go. All that's done. And same thing right over here into this corner as well. We'll just clean all of that up and then all of this right away as well. And then using the dark oak logs, we can go ahead and just finish framing out this thing. So bring these all the way down in the corners, except I do need that to be straight up and down just like that. And we can bring the cross beams back as we were before, like that. And then the one down right here, one across right here, and then all the way, oh, we can't quite reach it, but all the way from the top, all the way down on the backside as well. Just like that. There we go. Now, all we got to do is the final part, which is the back part, which hopefully, honestly, this shouldn't be that bad. Just build a nice little crossbeam like that. Let's get up to the top here so we can do one more final crossbeam right there. There we go. And then we should be ready to get started with the house. The only thing is, do we want to do the walls first or do we want to do the other stuff first? First things first, I do think, let me go clean up my inventory because my inventory is a mess. I don't want to deal with all this garbage in my inventory. And then I low-key also want a little bit of spruce wood to work with as well. So we're just going to grab up 2 stacks of that. Looks like I completely forgot to get rid of the cobblestone in my inventory. So we are going to have to go ahead and get rid of the cobblestone into that shulker. And then we just got a couple more things to get from inside of the house right away as well. Basically, all I want to grab out of here is I'm actually going to use a new shulker. So we're going to grab that. We're going to grab out any spruce material right away. I guess any of these mangrove materials and any dark oak materials right away as well, just because it's all going to be useful for building up the house. I want all of it. That way I don't have to craft it if I don't have to. And we'll just dump literally all of it inside of here besides like the main wood blocks, I guess, the main wood logs. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah, we are still missing all of that. I do not want the acacia. Acacia is absolutely ugly. Yeah, I think that is going to be absolutely everything. Let's just put it on here and we can head out. So now from here, I think what I want to do, wait, is this all coarse dirt? It is. Okay. So I think what we want to do is like right here, here, and here. We're going to go 3 deep like that. And then I think the floor of the house is going to be out of dark oak. So we just start clearing this up and doing that. That way I have an idea for where the floor is going to be. And we'll just keep on going, honestly, just like that. And then we need the spruce wood. Any spruce wood or spruce trap doors, we'll go ahead and we'll take that. I should have thought about this earlier, but we also need a crafting table. I also have no idea where I put my stone cutter. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're going to craft up a spruce door and we're going to need some more trap doors right away as well. So then if we go ahead and we do that right there, and it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, same thing right there, and then 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and close all of those. That way we got this nice little indented doors, kind of the idea. And we'll do half of that as those, and then we'll also do some of these. And then this main front door is gonna be like this typical design that we go for. So just a mix of the slabs or the planks and the logs, I guess, just like that. We'll go ahead and we'll strip all those. That way it kind of matches the same texture. And then, yeah, I think we're gonna remove this top row as well. We can add up the coarse dirt to go all the way up to the top here. And then we need these to go sort of like right there, except I can't do it. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and close all those and we should be good. And then I think I just want to make an archway, right? So if we go ahead and we craft up some more of these. We're gonna need some slab and we're gonna need 1 set of stairs. Absolutely love this block palette. I just feel like it's kind of a little bit of an awkward position to be doing it. There we go. That is going to be the front area of the house here. Only thing I'm wondering is like, should I want out one more? But then honestly, I could bring it to go out one more. I feel like it should be brought back into the wall one more though. I don't know. It's going to be very flat is the only problem. Then if we bring this out by 1, just by using these stairs like this, is this going to look better? Now we want some slabs as well. I kind of think this is going to be better because it kind of adds more depth to the front of the build. So if we just go ahead and we do that, and then we're gonna have to move out this to go 1 block more. So let's get rid of all of this, get rid of all of this as well. I didn't think of this when I built it because now this is gonna be like a really awkward amount of blocks, but we'll figure it out, I guess. And we move these up one more here, and then just make them go across again, but they're going to be further forward once they're up here, just like that. The only thing is, I feel like it's going to be closing this area in really bad, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. There's a good chance it's going to be too big. I have to end up destroying the whole thing, but we'll just see as time goes. I do want to fill this area in though as part of my problem. So now as far as all of these walls go, we're just going to do them entirely out of planks because the bottom floor, you're not going to see the outside of them. So I just could care less if I'm being completely honest with you. So for that reason, we're just going to do these all the way through. I also could add like a secret cave in the back of this thing as well, which could be really cool. I'm not going to lie. Keep that in mind for the future. Maybe a secret cave going out the back of that thing. Guess it'll be something that we'll just have to wait and see if there's room for it. And then also we do want to brighten it up in here a little bit because it is very, very dark. And we can just finish in the rest of these walls all the way back here. Gonna be a 2-floor tall house, which is going to be very, very nice. And we can kind of chop out the floor right away while we're waiting. There's plenty of room here, so we'll just literally take all of this out. We can replace it in with some of the dark oak wood that I don't have right now. We're gonna go sleep the night away on second thought. And now that it's daytime, we can work on placing in the rest of the dark oak wood here into the floor. There we go. The entire floor is now added in. We're going to throw one torch back there. It is going to be very weird not having any windows out of the sides, but you know, I don't know what else to do. Kind of really strange because this building is very, very thin. So what we're going to do now is we got to obviously build up these walls, but now we are going to have to do the little texturing that I wanted to do earlier. We can just go all the way up and around like this, and we got to figure out how we're going to do these windows. So I think we'll do every other like that. We can go ahead and we can strip all of the wood going all the way around just like that. And then, yeah, that looks pretty good. We can do some frames and stuff for that in the future as well. We can just go ahead and do the same thing along here though. Just mix between the two types of blocks and bring them over and down like that. And then, oh, this was so weird because now it's an awkward number of blocks. I guess we'll just do 2 of them like that. I think that's going to be the play. And we're going to have to do the same thing off of this side, I guess, as well. So I just got to think about how to do this. We're going to need some more pale oak. And then let's just go all the way around with the mixture of the blocks. Oh, I did forget to strip these. Let me go do that first, actually. Just strip all of these. Can I reach it? I cannot. There we go. Now we can reach it. And we come back over here. And we got to get to work on this wall next. How do we do it? I think it was the 2 middle ones like that. And we got to go ahead and we got to strip all of these. It is going to be very flat for now. I will work on that soon. Don't you worry. Honestly, we might end up terraforming the cliff to be up at this level as well. I feel like it'll make sense to do it that way. Like if we just go ahead and we start bringing this up, for example, all the way over here. You know what? Let's just go back and we can work on these walls. So this one, obviously no windows again. We can just fill this in with the planks because the planks are cheaper than the logs. And we'll do the same thing sort of for this back one right away as well. Just keep going along here. I keep forgetting about my crane up there. I absolutely love that thing. And we're gonna have to craft up some more wood or some more planks. That'll be okay. Let's just do 16. We can craft those into planks. And then we're gonna need to go back to mixing these up just like this. I think we'll leave one spot for one tiny window that is gonna go right there. There we go. I think the entire outside of this thing is done. I'm gonna put the roof onto this one, and then we're gonna do like a small little side area here. Not exactly sure how it's gonna look yet, but we'll figure it out in just a moment. First things first though, like I was saying, I think this does look nice. My only concern is it closing in this area too much? Potentially. Let's see. We were going to use, it was going to be dark oak wood for this inner part. So let me clean up my inventory a little bit. And then do we have any dark oak wood? It does look like we do. We're just going to go ahead and craft up some more of that and craft up a bunch of slabs because we're going to need a bunch of slabs. Probably not that many slabs though. I'm not going to lie. We might have just went a little overboard, but it is what it is. And then if we start out with the front here, because this is going to stick out one more again. This might be super awkward. We're going to do a slab roof. We did like the stair roof over there. So let's just start out by running along the edge here. This entire thing all the way is just going to be these slabs. Honestly, I feel like this should be 1 block taller even. And then we're going to go up by half a slab each time all the way to the center. So we got a nice little like slab incline. And then where is it? I believe it's this one right here if I'm not mistaken. Once again, we'll run the slabs alongside the back over here. Just outline the entire thing. Bring it up half a slab there, half a slab, and just keep going until we get all the way to the middle. I think we may or may not have done something wrong here. So if we go, wait, did I? Oh, no. Yeah, I did do something wrong. So we got to actually break this whole thing. I messed up. These slabs are all supposed to be 1/2 a slab taller, unfortunately. Let's try this again like that. There we go. And then we run these all the way along here. And then if we go off half a slab, it should meet it up there in the middle this time. It's kind of the hope. Right there. There's the middle. And then we run these all the way down to kind of divide it into 2 separate roofs here. I'm going to run a dark dark oak slabs though, but we do have more in our inventory, so we can just run them all the way back like that. And then as far as this goes up here, I do think I'm just going to fill this in with the pale oak just because it'll be looking pretty good. Just like that. I do think that looks fine. And we got the nice little layout that we want as well. So now we need, let's see, we need a crafting table because I left mine down there and I don't want to go down and come back up. And we're going to need a bunch of mangrove slabs right away as well. And basically we're just going to fill in the rest of this thing with the mangrove slabs going all the way down both sides. Because I think it fits very well with the dark oak and with the pale oak as well. It's a nice little red texture to kind of just bring everything nicely and fully together. And like I was saying, we're just going to keep on running these all the way along here. We can do one side and then we'll have to do the other side afterwards. Hopefully this will be looking pretty dang good then. Now logically or logistically, this makes no sense to how this house is like inside of a mountain, but we're just gonna act like that's not a thing and it doesn't exist. I also totally might have went way too big with this. I could have done like a little instead of a 7x5x5, we could have done like a 3x3x5, and that would have been way smaller and way more manageable. But I really wanted to do this design. There we go. We got ourselves a nice little house there to begin with, but we're not quite done, obviously. Does that look okay? I feel like it looks fine, right? It doesn't look great, doesn't look horrible. We are going to add this nice little lean as well. So if we come over here, the way we're actually going to do this, we do need some more materials. So we need tuff and some moss. First things first, let me clean up my inventory a little bit. I don't need all this garbage here, and I don't need all this garbage either. And we can go grab myself a little bit of pale oak moss. And luckily for me, we've got all the moss we'll ever need right here. We do have that automatic moss farm thanks to Night, which has just been an absolute lifesaver. So what I want to do is starting way down here, actually, we're just going to go ahead, clean out some of this. We're going to use the tuff on the way bottom, like I've been saying. And then as we go up a little bit, we're going to throw in some of this moss as well. And we can bring the grass to go all the way up just like that. I just got to make this feel a little bit more natural. Yeah, that kind of looks like a cliff. That's kind of what we're going for. There's just obviously a couple pieces here and there that have got to be replaced or redone. And we got this nice pathway that's going to go up between the left and the right cliff. And then we'll have this pathway sort of go this way a little bit as well. First things first though, button needs to be moved. And then I need it to be daytime because it's way too dark to be working out here right now. What I actually want to do is I want to bring the path to go over this way a little bit. Actually, I think I want to keep it too wide though, right? So something like this. And then how do I do this? Okay, this guy can be removed. We'll throw the tuff right there. Grass block on top of that. And we can just do these two wide, right? Because then we can move this guy to go out one more block to be, okay, well, all of this is going to get removed. Coarse dirt in there. Remove that one as well. Finish placing the coarse dirt in here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll just go 4 out, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's like that, right? Because yeah, that'll be a 2 wide window. We can bring these up too. And then we're going to need some more blocks, obviously. But I think that's basically the idea. We grab my slabs now. I want to get an ideal for the layout for this thing, actually. So wait, I think we want to start with stairs as well. There's some dark oak stairs. I actually have a stack of them. That's perfect. And we can start this guy out like that. Do we want to overhang it by 1? I don't know. We'll see. We'll start it as that, but then I'll have to decide after if I actually want to keep it that way or not. I'm kind of thinking the answer is going to be no. If we just connect this into there like that, and then if we bring these along here, I think we could do a little bit more terraform work here as well. So dig back this a little bit, and we could probably connect this thing in starting like right here, for example. Obviously, I forgot my dark oak. Why would I remember my dark oak? That would be silly. Let's see, dark oak log. There we go. And then if we come here, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, that works for me. We can throw this guy up 3. And you know what? Do we just do, I feel like we just do slabs. Let's go ahead and let's remove all these. Let's try something else. Let's start out by not overhanging. Let's remove all of these. And we can start out here. And we can still just bring these up half a slab each until that connects up into there. Does that look dumb though? Or does that look okay? Like, okay, I guess we should probably overhang it again. Just like that. And bring those down. Yeah, I think that's not a horrible idea. That means we're going to remove these inside ones. It's so hard to build in like these weird areas with like the weird shapes and stuff like that, but we're gonna have to figure it out. Run that one all the way back. And then I think the rest of this is gonna be mangrove. So we got to go grab the mangrove wood right away, which luckily we have a bunch of slabs already. And then if we fill this in here with these mangrove slabs, hopefully this will look okay. Fingers crossed, because I think it'll be right there. And then we're going to go up one there, and then it's going to be up one there, and then there as well. And we can finish filling these in with the mangrove wood, just like that, all the way across. Now this is going to be a little awkward up here. We could maybe throw some stuff up there in the future, but that is a start. Now, does this look really stupid? I'm thinking we might, do we drop this down by 1 block? Maybe, because right now that low-key looks kind kind of dumb. I suppose let's give it a go. If we chop this whole thing down, oh my goodness, this is going to take me a while. Make it 1 block shorter. That or the roof needs to be 1 block taller. It's kind of a nightmare right now. Let's try this again. If we chop that down by 1 block, and we're going to overhang and start going up. Okay, but this is going to be so awkward now because now we're not going to be able to fit under it there. We'll try it. I mean, what do you do? And then, see, it doesn't fully connect in then, which is a little bit nice. And we can fill in the middle part with the mangrove again. We might be destroying this. Just bear with me. Let's just try it at this layer. Keep connecting everything in like this. Across here on this top layer. Actually, that way top layer should maybe be the dark oak as well. Where was the, there it is. Okay. So that means that this one right here needs to be the dark oak, and then yeah, all the way across the top here as well. We'll take that out. We'll put the dark oak in up there. Now, is this going to be really awkward? It is. It's so awkward now because it's so short. I don't know what else to do though, because like it looked really bad otherwise. Like I want this little lean. Maybe I should do a lean, but then make the roof go this way. Let's see. What if we do that? What if we do this? Or wait a minute, I could make it have a doorway over here. That's gonna look so weird too. I don't know what to do to make this thing look good, actually. I don't know. It's just bothering me so much. We're gonna try something else. I'm gonna try moving in where it starts by 1 block as well. See if that maybe fixes it. I don't know what else to do. It's just driving me insane. I just can't keep it as is. We're gonna have to try some other things, I guess. I don't know. Let's remove all that. And then if we just remove these in by 1 and then make them 3 tall again. So that one there, and then we're gonna go run right there. And if we just parkour my way up and over, and then what if we start going up right here again? Is it gonna, I think it's gonna connect in at the same spot, isn't it? Yeah, see, it just connects in at the same spot. So like, that's not gonna work either. I mean, we're just gonna have to go with something. So I think I'm gonna just decide that this is gonna be what it's gonna be like. And it's just not gonna be my favorite looking house, I guess. I don't know what else to do because it needs more than just that shape. Like I need to add something over here. Maybe I could do like a tower, I guess. Honestly, I don't know. Like I genuinely just don't know what to do. So now, see, it's just so weird. I think we're just gonna have to go with that. I really just don't think we have much of a choice. One there and one up there. And then temporarily we'll just throw a torch up there and a torch up there. And then yeah, I guess we'll have a spot for a little doorway here. Let me go grab my pale oak. We'll be able to make a nice little cutout here for the door. We're also gonna need a stair. So let me go ahead and we'll craft up a pale oak stair. Throw that upside down right there and go ahead and strip all that. As far as this one goes, this is gonna be the dark oak wood. All of this is gonna be dark oak wood, actually. We could probably just go ahead and dig this all out. That way we have the room. We can use these slabs for the dark oak wood as well. That shouldn't be any problem there at all. And we can just finish out all of these walls. I think we want to go top down like that. We can leave a spot for a window right there. And then this back wall is just going to be entirely filled in like that. And maybe we just like leave a nice wide open door here, I guess. We could honestly bring this up one more. We can go a nice little stair there, a nice little stair there. And then we just need a slab, which should be easy. Throw the slab in right there. And we do got to connect in the ceiling as well with the dark oak slab like that. I don't know. This kind of looks a little weird. I don't love it, but like, I don't know what else to do. This is going to be the top level. We'll add like a little fence up here. Oh, maybe it won't be that bad. And now that we got all that done, I think this floor, just to kind of separate the top from the bottom floor here, we're going to fill it in with the mangrove wood. So it's different than the roof and different from the walls. The roof, we're going to do the dark oak wood again. And then the walls are obviously this white or pale oak. Yeah, I think it's pale oak, the pale oak wood. Now, just to got a different texture, or not different texture, a different color again, we're going to be filling this all in with the mangrove wood all the way along here, and all the way along here as well. And we got to go check if we can get myself some glass as well. But first things first, I do want to just pop a hole through right here. We're going to go up with the dark oak logs just like that. And then if we come down here, how do we actually want to do this? We're going to do the little round staircase I've done in many videos before. It's very simply a round staircase that's going to go around like this. And I think we go up one there, then in this corner, and then we're gonna go this way, just like that. I believe it's just this one final one. There we go. I mean, obviously we're gonna need some fences, but then we should be good. We could even throw that right there. We could throw a little thingy on top of that. And then, yeah, we're gonna need some glass. So let's go grab some glass. But first things first, actually, spruce door right there. And let's go see if we can get myself a little bit of glass. And then as far as this top floor goes, we can just throw these windows in all of these. I don't see a point in leaving one of these open. So we'll literally do all of them just like that. Then we're gonna need some torches to go up there. And then can I actually reach one? I actually don't think I can. We're gonna have to build up here and do it like that. And then dark oak is what we're going to use are the dark oak slabs, not there. Dark oak slabs right here. Run these all the way along and fill in the upper layer ceiling. Nothing crazy. Just run these all the way throughout here, all the way across the upper layer. This is going to be a big house to decorate the interior on, though. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take me quite a bit of time, I'm sure. A little bit sad, but it is what it is. I don't know what to do about it, I guess. Down to our last 4 dark oak planks, and there we go. Now let's go ahead and let's add on some torches like that. Maybe we'll do a torch right there as well, just to kind of brighten up the area a little bit. Eventually, we'll probably do a bed here now that I'm thinking about it. I think this is pretty good. Got this nice little entryway over here now. Oh, but we do actually. What else do we need to do? Gonna need to be some more detail work on the front here because it's a little plain. We gotta add in like a nice little fence over here and some work on this side as well. Maybe even we could do a chimney on that side to kind of make that look a little bit better. Let me empty out my inventory a little bit here. Like I was saying though, we're gonna do a nice little fence that's gonna go along over here, and then we'll do another 3 that'll go right there. And we could probably add a nice little hang down like that, I think, just to kind of fill in that area. The only other thing I can think of is let's add in a little bit of grass around as well. This corner is a little awkward, I'm not gonna lie. We actually might just go ahead and block that in just to kind of make it look a little less awkward and throw some of the more leaves around, a little bit more grass. I feel like that looks pretty decent already. Honestly, this house isn't horrible. It's kind of awkward, the position I decided to put it. I also got to come up with something to put here, but I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna do. Now that I'm thinking about it, not only over there, we also got to fill in this space here because this right now is kind of extremely awkward too. What do we want to work on next though? Let's see. We could do like some sort of chimney out this side. What blocks are going to go well for a chimney though? Can we just do granite, or should we do something like darker? Like I know we did like either a deep slate or a blackstone one earlier. We might just start out with granite and see how it looks and then decide from there. So yeah, I'm thinking on this side over here, just to make it look a little bit less flat, we're going to go right here. We can just swap between these two, sort of going all the way up to the top here. Oh, I keep accidentally hitting my head. Break a hole through these guys and then just keep it going. Keep swapping the materials we're going to be using. Pop a hole through here. Make this guy a little bit thicker. That's going to be 1. This is going to be number 2. This is 3. And this will be number 4. And then using these guys, what we're going to do, actually, I don't even know. We need to do these. Is it upright or is it upside down? We're gonna start with the upright. I don't remember how I do this. This is like a new design that I've been doing recently that I've just been absolutely loving. It's like that, I think. And then I'm pretty sure you go upside down with them as well. So we just go all the way around here, upside down there, and then one that's gonna be upside down. Okay, we need these guys to sort of connect though, and they're not connecting. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes this haste is a little annoying, but if we put that there, will you please just connect in the way that I want you to connect in? All right, what if we do it like that? There we go. Now, that is exactly what we're going for. All we got to do, break the granite all the way around here. We got to go get some campfires to get some smoke coming off the chimney, because I really do like doing that as well. Now that I got more resources, we can go ahead and just scaffold my way up here. We're going to do slab. We're going to do campfire and campfire. The only thing I'm trying to decide is, do we want to add some trap doors on there as well? We're going to call that good. Honestly, I think we call that good. I think low-key that's looking kind of nice. I just realized all 3 of these actually have smoke. I don't think this one does, right? Yeah, this one I made no smoke because I don't want to make the area lag super duper bad, but I am definitely happy with that. The only thing is, maybe we do add the trapdoors. I feel like trapdoors will make this look a little bit better. We just go ahead and we throw those on like that. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more of those. Let's go craft up 6 more of those. Let's see, some spruce wood. Turn that into planks first, and let's just do a bunch of spruce trapdoors because we're gonna need a bunch. Honestly, in this forever world, at some point, I should do like a thing where I just go farm a bunch of spruce wood and turn it into a double chest worth of trapdoors. Like I use trapdoors that much that I would actually end up using them, and it'd be so nice not having to worry about crafting them all the time. Just like a dedicated chest to trapdoors. I think that'd be absolutely awesome. Let's finish adding these all the way around just like that. And then if we go out here into free cam, yeah, that looks absolutely awesome. We got a nice little chimney going up right there. And now we just want to get some framework done for the windows. So what we're going to do, we're going to throw down some mangrove wood. So there's enough for 1, there is enough for 2, and right there is enough for 3. Let's go ahead and let's strip all of these mangrove logs now really quickly. Literally just every single one of them, and we can start farming up some of this mangrove wood. We're going to craft myself some shelves with it. It's kind of the idea here. So there we go, 18 pieces of mangrove stripped wood. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're going to go ahead and break that up into some shelves, and then we can throw the shelves underneath each of the windows to add a little bit more depth to the front of the build. We'll do the same thing up here, and one more right there. I just like having some detail, some depth on the build. I think it's a good idea to go ahead and do this, and then you know what, we'll do one on that one as well, and and then one over here as well. I think that'll be pretty good if I do say so myself. Now, we got these lanterns we should go ahead and use up as well. And you know what? We're actually just going to throw this lantern right there to kind of brighten up the pathway a little bit, but we're going to need to craft up some more because that is not going to be enough. First things first, that rotten flesh can go in there, and then we're going to need some iron. We'll just do, I don't know, let's say 13, craft all that up, and then we can craft all of that into some more lanterns. Easy enough. And now with these lanterns, we can go ahead, scaffold our way up to here, and we'll just hang these off of each of the corners of the roof trim, right? We're going to do one there, and then in this corner as well, we'll just build up, and we can throw one right there as well. That's going to help out a ton with just brightening up the area. We could honestly even throw one right there. Let's do one. I guess I can do one there, so maybe we'll just throw one, I don't know, right there to kind of brighten that up a little bit. And then are we good? I feel like that's got to be pretty close to good if I do say so myself. And you know what? I think just like that, we're probably going to call the outside of this house good. I don't know what else to do. It's got some decent detail work. It looks pretty good in my opinion. That means all we got to do now is decorate the interior. So we're going to start out like this. We're going to craft up a crafting table. It's going to go on that side of the bed. And then we're obviously going to need the bed and a stair. We need a lot of stuff actually. So let me go grab all the stuff we use to decorate interiors. The only problem is I don't remember what it all was. So we do need a bed. I think I put all my stuff away sadly. So that like there, lantern on top of that. Now all I'm going to do is we're going to throw a nice little bed right there that doesn't match the color theme of this room at all, but that is completely okay with me. And then using this crafting table, actually we need some slabs first of all. Unfortunately for me, it is getting dark out though, so I do want to do something. Maybe we go ahead and we throw a fence there, and then on the fence we throw a lantern just to kind of brighten up the trail a little bit. I don't want it to be so dark is my only thing. And then what did we come out here for? I think we came out here for slabs. So let me grab a stack of those, and we can go ahead and craft up a bunch of compost. I just want 9 of them should work. And we can throw one in that corner, we can throw one in that corner. We're going to be using azalea leaves this time just to change it up a little bit. And what else do we want to do in this room? I don't know. Okay, we could do very typical green moss carpet in the center of the room to kind of give that little texture detail. I think we want a nice little bench sitting here inside of the entryway as well. And do we have any trapdoors? I know we do. There they are. Throw that on that side and throw that on that side just to make that a little less boring. And as far as this room goes, we could hang a nice little lantern in here just to kind of brighten the place up a little bit. And then do we call this good? Maybe not. Maybe we go ahead and we do a nice little composter plant right there. This upper level is going to be the bedroom, and then downstairs we'll do like a little kitchen. We could throw an azure in that just to kind of add a little bit more detail. And I guess over here we could do a nice little table that's going to go like that. We're going to need a slab as well. Luckily for me, crafting a slab is going to be very easy. We just do that. Awesome. And then we could do, I don't know, a little lantern there in the corner. Get rid of that torch because it's ugh. Throw a flower pot over here, and we could fill that flower pot up with a nice little birch sapling to make that look all nice. And maybe we'll go ahead and we'll throw a pole that's going to connect into the roof to kind of divide that. And then the same thing over here on this side as well. Only thing is my inventory is full. We got to go clean some stuff out of my inventory so I can actually do what I need to do. And then we could throw the last spruce fence up there. That just kind of breaks the room up a little bit, which I really do like. I think we'll call this upstairs level good then. I just got to go ahead, come down here, and we got to design this room next. What do we want to do for that? I don't exactly know. I think we can start out with like some walls here to kind of separate the stairs. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Add a nice little wall in here that's going to go around like this and make this like its own little room, I guess is kind of the idea. We'll throw a torch in there just so monsters don't spawn, and then we can fully finish building that in. There we go. That is a nice little divide. I think over here what we could do, we'll throw a nice little lantern that's going to be the light for this area. We're going to need a crafting table, so we'll craft up one of those. We'll just throw that guy into the corner. We'll do a little shelf, I don't know, like right here. And we can throw the chest up here just so this corner is a nice little storage room is kind of the idea. So we could throw a chest there as well. And then does this look like a good storage room to you? I don't know. I guess it kind of does to me. Though that, nope, we want that to be upside down like that. We can maybe even do one final shelf that's going to go right up there. And then on this thing, honestly, let's just go ahead and throw a nice little flower pot. We could throw a sapling up there. And there we go. Nice little storage corner done in the corner. I think that looks pretty okay. Only thing is, can we throw even that on there to brighten the corner up a little bit more? I think we could. We are going to need, let me think. We need another, we could just dump some stuff in here for now, just so I have a little bit of inventory space. Craft up another stack of those, craft up some slabs, and I got way too many now. Let's go. And we're just going to do very simply, oh no, I want to do some barrels. So we're just going to break these out evenly and craft up some barrels. My inventory is a complete mess, so bear with me here. And then I think what we'll do, I get started here like, okay, let's do 1 and 2. We're going to throw like a furnace in because this is going to be like a little kitchen, a nice little cauldron in. We could do the lever that's going to be going down. We do need some water though, but like, yeah, let me go see if I can get myself a water bucket. Do we have a bucket? I do not. Take the 3 iron, I guess, and we can just go ahead and we can craft up a nice little water bucket just like that. There we go. And I'm pretty sure this is actually an infinite water source, which it is. That's perfect. We can use that to then fill up the cauldron. There we go. Nice little kitchen has begun. I think I want to frame this out again like we always do, like that. Bring them across like so. I feel like bookshelves in the kitchen doesn't make sense, but we're going to do it anyways because why not? We could throw this guy right there. Maybe even a nice little shelf that's going to go up here. I'm just trying to think. Let's do a lantern on top of that and a final little pot here. And we're going to use a birch sapling in that guy. And then we kind of want to do a nice little table that's going to go right here. And I actually have an idea for the table, but I don't have the resources on me to do it. So once again, we're going to need a little bit more inventory space. I know exactly what I want to use. Let's just go grab it. And if you don't know, scaffolding actually makes some decent looking glass top tables, as you could tell. And then, yeah, you can just sit here, have a nice meal. I think we'll throw the trapdoors on there to kind of finish these chairs off. There we go. I think we'll call that good. I guess we could do a little flower decor or table decoration as well with one of these. And then, yeah, I think we'll call that good. Bottom, I would say, is decorated. Throw a torch right there, and we'll throw a torch right there just to brighten it up. You got the upstairs bedroom area. I think this house is fully complete. Now, I genuinely have no idea what to put in this area, so I think what I've decided is I'm actually just going to go ahead, line it up with some of these leaves all the way along here. Something like this, and I guess we'll maybe leave that one open. Keep them going, and this will be sort of a nice little farm area. We got the wheat farm over there. I think it's time we get myself another wheat farm. So we are going to need a water bucket, which should be right up here. Where is the water bucket? I know I put it in here. Is it empty? Yeah, it's empty and it's right there. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself some water. Some other things we're going to need. Number one, some seeds. And luckily for me, I have a seed chest from every time I've harvested this giant farm. It should be right here. We'll just grab like 2 stacks of seed. Hopefully that'll be enough. And then what else do we need? We needed slabs to waterlog, which we should have over here in my shulker if I'm not mistaken. So shulker. Where we go? We got spruce slabs that should do the trick. And then if we reorganize out my inventory here, here's what we're going to do it like. We got to start out with the top. So 1, 2, 3. We'll just go like right here, for example. Go ahead and put that there. Oh, okay. I got to be quick with this. So if we waterlog and then boom, it should be okay. Then all of this could be turned into a farm. We'll just go ahead and throw the wheat seeds in there. Hopefully these end up growing relatively quickly and it's not a big deal. And then down here, let's see. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could do this one right here. We'll just go ahead and do slab waterlog. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all of this can be planted in with wheat seeds as well. I'm not sure how far around we're going to go. This is just something easy I thought of I could use to fill in the area. It also kind of makes sense to me because this looks like a wet, like, I don't know, like a lot of water's going down this. So like it could be used as like the water hits this wall and then naturally flows down into the farm area. Not sure if that makes any sense, but it makes sense in my mind. So that's what we're going with lore wise. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll just say right here we'll go boom, waterlog that guy, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. And all the way around here can be some wheat seeds. And then do we go down a layer or do we keep going around? I don't know. I think we could probably do like this right here. So if we go ahead and we break into here, we have to break that one and then do that. Wait, we could just do this one as like, I'm pretty sure if you do that, it stays there. And then we at least got this one. I don't know how far around this thing I'm going to go. It's so hard to decide, right? But yeah, I think I'm going to just keep working on this. I'll just see you guys once I get this thing done, just to fill in this empty space. And there we go. We got a nice little wheat plant. A wheat field planted. Oh my gosh, my English right now, dude. It's actually insane. But yeah, we got that planted. I think we're gonna leave it as is. I think once that grows, it should help kind of fill in this area a little bit. But yeah, in this video so far, we've gotten this house done, we've gotten this house done, and we've done a lot of in-between filler areas as well. But I do think it is time that I could probably move on and get started with the next build. I just got to decide what that is gonna be. So next up, I want to build a butcher house because I think we need some more stuff other than just houses. We've got a lot of like just straight out houses. We built the what do you call that, the blacksmith house. So I think what I want to do, I want to get a butcher house going now as well. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start like right here. There's one, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll do another one right there. And both these we're just gonna take up 3 blocks tall, just like so. And then if we come in 1, 2, I think we'll probably do it right here. We'll bring this one up as well, and right here we're gonna bring this one up too. There we go. And then from here we're gonna skip one. We'll do one that's gonna go up right here, just the 3 blocks. It is getting dark out, but same thing over here. 1, 2, 2, and then this one is going to go up the 3 blocks as well. Now what I actually want to do is we're going to use the dirt, and we're going to bring these guys up. So there's going to be this crossbeam, right? We'll bring this crossbeam all the way across here. Then we're going to bring all of these guys up to be 2 taller, just so it kind of matches up a little bit better, just like that. And this is going to be like the front shop section, I guess, of the store is kind of the idea. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. And then off each side here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do 1 dark oak wood there and 1 dark oak wood over here, just to kind of expand it, make it go out and up a little bit better. So here's going to be kind of like where you walk up. There's going to be this nice canopy here. And then in the back here, we actually might remove this row of logs as well, because I don't think it needs to be there. Maybe it does. I don't know. We'll see. And then we're going to need a stack of cobblestone walls, maybe even more. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And I'm not exactly sure. Do we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and do that? No, that's a little too thin. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can throw that guy there. And then let me double check this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, that is correct. So now same thing over here. We're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, just like that. Each of these guys is going to go up the 5 blocks, and we're going to go over 1 just like that. That way the upper layer can kind of go over 1 extra block, if that makes sense. Something just along the lines of that. Honestly, we'll probably end up bringing a trail that's going to go up a layer here as well, and then around the back side of the house, or the back side of the store, I guess it is. But first things first, we got to go ahead and go all the way around at the 3 block tall level and just run these guys like this, run these guys like this. There we go. And then on these end pieces, we can go up 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that. I want to do the same thing right over here using the dark oak wood. We might want to switch this for spruce, but for now we're going to stick to dark oak, see how it looks. So just like that. And then we're going to do the other one. It's going to go right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And once again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. And then in the front here, we might even go up 1 and then go up another 1, 2, and 3. We got to get over here. I'm going to run out of wood so quickly. And then over, and then 1, 2, and 3, except we need more dark oak wood. There we go. The only thing then right here, we're going to have to bring these across as well. So let's do that all the way across there. And then it'll just be every other. So right here, we're going to have one that's going to go up 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then right here, we're going to have another one that's going to go up 4 blocks as well. This is kind of what we got so far. Not bad, but still definitely needs a little bit more work. And just like the front, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that. I'm thinking we'll have like a little spot for like pigs out here, like living pigs ready for slaughter. Then I think we should lock in, get to work on the front side here first. So we are obviously going to be bringing the pathway to go into here, probably up about that much. We go ahead, we could throw the coarse dirt down right away then, and then just make sure that it actually feels very easy to kind of get in there, just like that. There we go. And then right up here, we can do a nice little sail counter. I want to give this part of the roof a nice little like wool incline, I guess, is kind of what we're going for. So maybe we'll start out. I want to do one side of the build first, and then we can decide how the rest is going to look. In my head, this is going to work out, but I'm not sure if it actually will. So I think what we'll do, we'll just build up. We'll start it right here, right? And then if we run these all the way along to kind of be that little outline, we're going to overhang by 1 block as well on each side, just like that. And then from up here, we can just go up half a slab on each of these until we connect into the roof, just like that. Same thing over here. Just sort of connect this guy up into the side of the build. That should be good. Now, all we need is our wool. Let's go see what we got for wool. I guess for now, we can just leave some of this garbage in this chest to give me a little bit more inventory space. We do got some white wool already. We're going to have to go shear some sheep, though, because I don't think that's going to quite be as much as I'm looking for. So if I could just sneak on into here, and we can go crazy shearing our sheep, get a bunch of white wool, and then I should have a bunch of poppies already I can use to get some red wool as well. First things first, though, I need as much white wool as these guys are willing to give. I should really set up an auto sheep farm at some point soon as well, but I mean, I just like it's hard to decide what I want to do, but an automatic wool farm would definitely be very, very useful. So at some point, I think that is definitely going to be something we're going to do. Okay, Mr. Sheep, come on. There we go. I think that's all of them. Let me just sneak on out. And then up on the mountain, we got that iron golem farm that's been hard at work. Let's go see if we've got enough poppies up there for the red wool or red dye that we're going to need. I've just got to waddle my way past the giant beetroot farm that literally never gets used. Also, what is up with this? Somebody destroyed a piece of that. Do we have any beet seeds? Actually, that's what we need to find. I can't just leave that there unattended to. So we're gonna grab the 1 beetroot seeds. Oh, it must be you. You're the one destroying the farm. Oh my goodness, there's a lot destroyed up here. Actually, do we have more beetroot seeds? Let's go see. Any beetroot seeds? Yes, look at that, 64. That's awesome. We can just go ahead and plant these in just like that. And then where was the one back here that we missed as well? I know there's one. Where did they go? Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, that's the moss. That makes sense. Right here. There we go. Now, what I came up here for, I should walk on the trail. We made the trail for a reason. We got this cute little iron golem farm I found on a YouTube tutorial at one point. As you can see, iron golems just go in there and they die to the campfires. But if we come on down here, this needs to be decorated. We got a boatload of iron, and then this thing also just makes more iron. But what we're here for is actually the poppies, because with the poppies, we can go ahead and craft up some red dye. Honestly, a stack is probably enough. I don't think I'm going to need the second stack, but we'll bring it just in case. And now with the red dye, we could go ahead and take that with a stack of white wool. And there we go. We got red wool and we got white wool. Now with this wool, this will be like the sale area for any of the butchered animals, I guess. We can just go ahead and throw these in like that, and then white, and then red, and then white, and then red, and then white, and then red. Just like that. I think that's going to be absolutely perfect as to what we want. We got a nice little red and white thing going all the way up to the top there. And then with the lanterns, we can add lanterns here to make this feel more sale friendly, I guess. I don't really know. With that done, I think it's time we do the bottom walls at least. So we're going to need some cobblestone. We're also going to want the cobblestone walls. I think for this outer part, I want this to kind of be like an open design. So we'll just do walls like that up there. Honestly, do we just do these? Yeah, wait, I actually like that. If we do the walls like that, I think that's going to be a little bit better. And we're obviously going to want some texture. So do we have some andesite? Let's see. Andesite. Yes, we do. And for this, we could just do in like that and kind of randomly texturize it like so. So this is what we got so far. This nice little outer part. And then there's going to be the upper layer. I actually really like this. I think this is awesome. And then I think we're going to do a nice little crossbeam that's going to go up there. I don't know. That might look weird, but we're just trying to give it a go. And same thing over here. And then we'll have to sort of just randomly texturize between these blocks. That way we actually have some sort of texture variation here, just like that. I accidentally broke that, but there we go. And then same thing on this side as well. Just mix between the cobblestone and the andesite all the way throughout, like that. And then up here, I think we'll just go ahead and we can fill these little holes in with the cobblestone as well. That might look a little weird. There we go. We got a nice little spot for people to be able to come up and buy stuff. We are also going to need some fence gates though. So where do we got the fence gates at? We only have 3. Idea is we want to do this. That way people can't just jump in and attack the butcher. And now with these extra spruce fence gates, we can just do something like that. That looks pretty good already, I think. I think what we want to do now is this upper layer is still going to be using some cobblestone maybe. I also do want to work some white blocks in as well, but we'll see. Then we're going to throw some nice little windows on top of each of these, just all the way along here. I think the middle one, since it is 1 block taller, we're going to make a 2 tall window like that. And then I want to use some white blocks to kind of bring all of this together. But I need to also connect that in there so those connect. And then we'll just do, I guess, white blocks on top of all these. So that way they fully connect like so. Same thing here. Connect that in, add the white wool. And then if we come up even more, we could add the cross beams here. So I think 1 there and 1 right there. How does this look from the front? Wait, I actually really like that. So now if we go ahead and we just do that and then break this off, and then I guess it'll be like that. Break these 2 off. I think that already looks really good. But then this middle one, so it stays 1 block taller, gonna go up another one and it's gonna look like that. And then yeah, we still got the look, so that way the middle one is a little bit taller. And then I'm thinking I kind of want a 3rd floor as well. So what if we go up like another, let's see, 1 2 3 and 4, and same thing right here, another 1 2 3 and 4. I don't know, does this look weird? Maybe. And we add the cross beams like that. Actually, maybe we just run the cross beam all the way across, and then we could do like cobblestone and a cobblestone. I'm out of dark logs, right? Because these are all spruce, I believe. And then we could go, I don't know, white wool. And then do we want a window, or should we do 2 windows? We could go ahead and try throwing a window up here maybe, and then doing a white wool on top of, oh, well, this isn't working. A white wool on top of that like that. And we need more dark oak logs. Let me go grab some of those. And we should have, yeah, plenty of dark oak wood in here. We'll take 2 stacks for now. If I need to come back, I can always come back. And just to connect everything together, we're going to bring these up for there, and we're going to bring this one up for there as well. This is going to be the front of the house. I think once I get the roof actually on this thing, I think it's going to be looking really good. Might need to be some small changes we make. I just want to kind of get it done before I go ahead and decide to do this on the backside as well. Right now that looks a little strange, but I do believe we can fix that. So let's go ahead and let's drop some of this garbage off into the storage here. Anything I'm not going to use, basically all I'm going to use actually is going to be the spruce wood. So what do we got for spruce materials? We'll take all of those. Anything out of spruce, awesome. And then we're going to need, let's just say, I don't know, we're gonna make a boatload of stairs here. And we're also gonna need a bunch of slabs as well. We can put both of these in my inventory. And then is there dirt? Did I miss out on dirt? There is. Okay, we're gonna use that as our scaffolding. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't know exactly how we're gonna do this. I think we'll go over by one, right? And then if we make these double thick like this, all the way up to the center, something like that. And if we overhang this way as well, and we're gonna make this double thick again, and just give it some nice full blocks all the way up like so. There's like a nice little front. Do we go one lower though is my only question. Or we could fill that in with some more white wool as well. Maybe that's not a bad idea. If we stick to this, should we stick to this? I don't know. Let's see. So if we then go and just do these inner slabs like this, right? So that way they're going to be one block lower. I do think that's okay looking. Or do we just connect these and make them all be together? I don't know. I think if we take a step back, that doesn't look bad, right? Especially, let's say, can we get rid of this dirt? We can. Then can we get rid of this dirt over here? But then in free cam mode, you know what? I don't hate that at all. I actually think that looks decent. Only thing I'm wondering, do I do stairs for the inner part instead of slabs? So let's see. We got some stairs here. Let's just say we chop out all these and we go boom. No, because the stairs go up one too tall then, right? Because the stairs are going to be like that. That doesn't work. So we're going to get rid of these and we're going to go back to the slabs. I think just like that, right? Because that should be one block taller. Yeah, I think we'll stick to this. Let's work on the top layer now as well. We just get up here and what we're going to do, it's going to be like, I think half a slab up like that. And then if we go in, can we just throw a full block on top of that like that? Like if we do a steep roof, will this work out? So then block and then boom, like that, all the way up until we connect in the middle. I don't know. This might look a little strange. We're going to give it a go. So then full block there, right? And then do we see, what do we do? Let's see. If we come down here, I don't hate that, right? That's not bad. The only thing is, do we do a stair there instead? Let's see what that might look like with a stair. So if we go ahead and we put that there, we break out that, and then we go upside down stair right there. I think that's going to look better. If we break off that little guy, and then we go, I don't know, let's like bring one out this way. Oh yeah, I think that's low-key fire, right? Like that's not bad at all in my opinion. Only question is, how do I duplicate this onto the other side? Because that was kind of tricky to build in the first place. Let's go ahead and let's break all this. And then I got to try to figure out how we actually did this. So it was just regular slab hanging off the edge, and then oh look, it's night, and then we can go boom and boom. And then let's see, if we come over here, it's a slab, a full block, and a slab. I'm just trying to see. Wait, yeah, so it's just like that, right? And those should be the same height, I think. Now all we got to do, we do a slab and then a full block and then a slab like that, and then it's gonna be slab, slab, full block. I think that should be correct. Oh yeah, that low-key looks fire, dude. So this is what we got so far, and low-key I kind of think it's fire, but obviously there is still some more work that needs to be done. I think for this upper part, all I want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to throw in some wool. That way it goes all the way around with the wool. One more, and we can go ahead and we can fill all of these. There we go. And then if we go ahead and we get rid of the dirt, I think the front side should be pretty much good. All right, maybe actually we definitely want some dark oak logs. That is not gonna do it. That looks very, very strange right now. Let's see, where did my dark oak logs go? Right there. Now let's go fix that top part. Maybe this building might be a little too tall. We might remove the third floor as well, but I guess we'll just wait and see. So if we go ahead and we, let's see. If we go ahead and remove that, the glass window right there, do that one. And then we're going to need another one of these wood logs right there and another one of these wood logs right there. And maybe we just connect these guys all the way up to the top. I don't know. Like, how do you make this look actually good? I have no idea. The one right there. And then I think that looks a lot better. I think we can make do with that probably. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of the dirt and then get one final good look from a little bit of ways away. And then we can decide if we want to make any more changes to the front or if we want to do this to the other sides as well. Low key, I think that's chill. I think we're going to do that. We also got to figure out what we're going to do for the roof on this side as well. And I'm thinking for this one, I kind of want to do regular spruce. So if we go ahead and we connect into there and then we do regular spruce going all the way up, but actually maybe we do some full blocks here as well. So like if we make this go up one extra one, so it's gonna be like that, and then we keep bringing these, that way we got a nice little outline, I guess is kind of what we're going for here. And then we bring in, no, because we're gonna need this to go up one more, so like that. I'm just trying to decide, is this the middle block? I do think this is the middle block right there. And then if we keep on bringing these guys all the way up, see, that still looks very weird. I do want to stick to the stairs though. I do like the stairs, but we might just do stairs going all the way. Like, let's say we remove these slabs on the edge over here, right? Give myself some space to work with. with. And then we just actually bring the stairs all the way. It's like upside down, upright, upside down, all upright, all the way till the middle. And then we're gonna have to do this side as well. So stair overhang like that. And we'll go up until we can connect in the middle here. It's just 9 blocks. So let's see, up there, and then one up here. And then these we're gonna make go out and over like that. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for this part. So we're gonna connect it. How do we actually do this front part? I gotta figure that out. I think that's gonna look absolutely fire though. Look at that. Maybe do we do slabs though? I do kind of feel like the stairs are a little bit too much almost. Anyways, we really should work on connecting this back part. So if we go ahead and we bring these guys up by 2 blocks like that. I gotta look at the front here. How did I actually do this? So if we jump in here, these are going up the regular 4 blocks. So we're gonna grab all my dirt, build up here, and this guy's gonna go up like that and then across. Same thing right here, just up 2 and across. Gonna make 1 face forward there, 1 face forward there. Hopefully I'm able to connect this and make this actually be right is the only problem here. And then on top of that, we're going 1, 2, 3. Is it just 3? I think it is just 3. And then the 4th one is gonna be over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And then I guess it is 4 technically. So we'll just go up 4 right away. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I believe a cross beam to go across like that. Except these middle ones, it's every other. So we're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 like that. So I believe that is correct. And then where does this actually go? So we go in 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Same thing over here. 1, 2, and 3. Break this 1 piece of dirt. And then it's up 1, 2, 3. Honestly, that might be 4. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then right here as well, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then from here, we got to bring cross beams all the way across. This is taking so much dark oak wood. And then we're going up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then a nice little cross one there. And then this one's going to go up 1 and 2. And then there we go. Those should all be connected, I think. The only thing is I want to connect all of these fully together in like so. We got to do this one up here as well. So build up there. Oh, got to be careful. And build these across 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess that's more than 4. It's like 7 across. There we go. And this is what we got up here as of now. I believe that matches this just without the little patio part, which is fine. Then we can do cobble, cobble, cobble like that. And then these 2 are just wool. I'm just trying to copy the front. And 1, I guess 2 and 3 up like that. And then if we come, let's see, we're going to need some dirt. It's going to be a log that's going to go across like that. Same thing here, log across like that. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And we're going 1, 2, 3 just like that. I believe that should be how the top one is going to look. This is so strange though. And then we're going to make this go all the way along here as well. So with the slabs, bring these until they go over the front by half a block. And we're going full spruce on top. We're just going to do the full front roof right away, just because I think it's going to be a good idea. And then we're going another full row of these spruce ones again. We'll just connect this in perfectly, basically. So just like that. The only thing is I do believe it's probably going to be a slab, and then slab up here again, just so we can fully connect this in. Full row of spruce, but we're going to need to craft up more of those before we can finish this off. Just like that. And then another full row of these. I believe it's going to be upside down stair like that, one like that, and then over the middle. And we can run these all the way down like this. And the only thing is, do we want to go ahead and add stairs? I think we do. We got that on that side. Does this look good on this side? I believe, is that the same? It's hard to tell because it's dark out, but I believe that's about the same. And then on this side, we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing. So it's double slabs going all the way along this edge like that. Overhang that by 1. And we can go full spruce blocks here again. I feel like I should have made the roof out of 2 different textures, but like, yeah, it's probably fine. And more full blocks all the way down here. This is taking a lot of spruce wood actually. And I believe we actually just want to go under like that and then like that. And then full spruce slabs on top. More spruce planks all the way down here. I'm doing this top down and it's kind of really weird. I'm not going to lie. Just like that. And then is that correct? Is that right? I think it is. I think that is how it looks, right? The only thing is then, do I want to add some more to the way top here? We actually might. So if we go like this, let's just say we do these stairs going like this all the way down, which might look a little funny, I think. And then like same thing here, just make them go the right direction. Only thing is I think they should go one more this way, right? So then are we centered? I guess there really is no center. We could kind of center it by doing this, getting rid of that and doing a spruce. Oh, no, wrong thing. A spruce slab. There we go. There we go. Now it is actually kind of centered. This looks a little strange, but that's fine. I think that's about what we're going to go for. I think we should finish off the roof work though. So if we connect this in like that, and then down here, we're going to do the same thing. So just like that. that. And we'll keep the stairs going all the way up. Keep connecting them into this imaginary wall that doesn't exist. There we go. And then slab and slab. So far, I don't think that's bad at all. We got this wall to fill in. That'll be easy enough. We could just do that with probably white wool. And we'll do a slab right there. And we can keep on going with the white wool like that. Same thing back here, just a slab and some white wool to sort of connect everything together. This is what we got so far. Oh, I'm inside of a mountain, but honestly, not bad from this angle. I actually really like that. The only thing is I kind of wish I would use more than just the spruce, but that's fine. We got to go do that on the other side, but I might be out of spruce wood. Do I got to go grab some more logs? It does look like we do. Let's go grab myself some more spruce logs. We're honestly kind of running low-ish on spruce wood. We should honestly do a big wood farming session soon. I mean, we still have a lot, but like if I get a double chest of each type, that would be awesome. All we got to do is get back up to this layer right here. Just gonna build up. Oh my gosh, this building is so tall. And then from down here, how do we actually do this? We did just go one against, so right there, except I need this to face the right direction like that. Overhang by one, and then we're gonna go upside down, upright, all the way until we hit the middle point, which I actually don't remember where that is, so we can start back here, I guess. Go around like this, do that, and then I also gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the backside so the backside of this build doesn't look so awkward. We're gonna go out, and we're gonna do this little stair thing. I'm gonna double check. Is that what we did over here? It's a stair, and then a stair. It is what we did over there. Perfect. And then we just go ahead and we connect that into there. All we got to do is finish building this up, and then we can check out how the front actually looks once I get this all done. And we just got to do like the back and the side walls, I believe. Connect a slab in right there, and we finish out this side right away as well. Same as the other side, just a little bit of white wool here. I should honestly really set up an automatic sheep farm because I love using woolen builds. I love the texture that it has, and there's so many color options as well. And as you can see, front side of the build, we got the front side basically completely finished, I'm thinking, and it looks pretty dang good if I do say so myself. So now we should finish off the backside. Let's go ahead and let's remove some of the scaffolding we used to get up here, which is so much. And then I'm just trying to think. We do got to go down one, and then it's just slabs all the way up. Is it that easy? I do think it is. So if we come up to this side here, we're going to start here, and we're going to go out one, and we're just going to keep on stacking these guys up until they can fully connect in. Also, I don't know how that got here, but get rid of that. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. So you're going to remove that. It's going to be like one slab there, overhang by one, and we bring these up until they can connect into the middle just like that. And then it's just going to be every other. We're just going to go ahead and add these in to give it that slant that we're going for. There we go. Is that done? I do believe that's what it looks like on the front, right? It is. Okay. So now we should probably work on this back wall just so it actually matches and everything goes together. I think first things first, though, we've got some coarse dirt that we got to get rid of. This house is coming together really, really nicely. I'm absolutely loving it. It's the butcher house, so he's got to have a nice mansion. Oh my gosh. I actually love that. But then if we come on over here, I do need a regular dirt to fill that hole in. There we go. Next up, I do just think it's important that we get some light in here so we don't have to worry about monster spawns or anything of the sort. And then I do want to get a door, but I kind of think getting a door right now is a dumb idea. So let's go ahead and let's go grab andesite because I know that I'm going to need some andesite here. I don't remember I put it there. Okay, there we go. Andesite, let's grab that. And we can just go ahead and start filling in the base wall that's mostly going to be out of cobblestone like that. And we're going to mix in a little bit of andesite as well. That is the bottom floor all good. Oh my goodness, I never see this. We got a skeleton fully wearing copper armor. That's actually got to be rare. I should probably save him, but like I'm also lazy and don't want to get eaten by a skeleton, so we're just going to take him out. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out, so it's cobblestone and then glass and then white wool is how I do that full layer right there, right? Oh wait, there's a hole here as well. So let's go ahead and let's fill that. Actually, we might just go straight out with the wool right away. We throw wool in right there. I never even realized there was still a hole there. So let's go ahead and let's do that. And if we come to the back side, we're going to throw a door spot in right there because I don't know what else to do. And then I guess, yeah, let's just do the white wool all the way along this little row here. Probably going to need some more white wool in the future, but same thing up here, all the way along that and all the way along this side as well. And we'll use some dirt as like a staircase for now. Easy enough. There we go. And then how do we actually do this? Let's see. So it is cobblestone and andesite here. Cobblestone, andesite, cobblestone, and the same thing going in right there. And then I believe we need some dark oak logs that are going to connect up to this, except it's not connecting. There we go. Some glass right there. Now let's get some white wool here onto the way top. That should match that. Do some little parkour here, and boom and boom. And this one is going to be a double tall window with wool on top, and then I believe, I'm trying to remember how to do this. I think it's like that, white wool, and then we were doing full blocks of the dark oak, right? And then if we come out here, yeah, it's looking really, really nice already. Only thing I can think of is there are these little holes way at the top here that we got to do, but I would say that this side is basically done for the most part. Now we're going to need to use some more coarse dirt to be able to scaffold up this thing. How tall is this thing actually? I want to count because this is actually insane. So let's see. It's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This building has got to be nearly 20 blocks tall, which is actually insane. But what I want to do, we're trying to get down here another layer, and then we got to fill in some tiny little holes. So one right there, and one right there. And then is there? No, there's none there, and there's none there. But that does look a little weird. No, that is what that looks like. So I believe front and back of the house are done. Only thing else would be getting some more lanterns and stuff, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. First of all, we're just going to go ahead and clean up all of this that we can. And we got to figure out what we're going to be doing with these massive walls over here that currently are open, which is a little strange. First, I'm wondering if we should do it like this one. So yeah, I think we will, right? We just run these guys sort of all the way up to the top, just like that. And we can do some giant windows, I guess. I don't know. But there we go. We got a couple of those. And we're going to need more wool for this as well. But if we go cobblestone, 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 and then if we do 1, 2, and this one, I guess it's very dark in here, so my apologies for that. Let me go ahead and throw a torch down right there. But then we can go, I want to do 1 block or 2 blocks on the top, right? So I can't quite reach it. We are going to need more wool. I might have to go actually farm more wool. Let's go 3 tall here. That means we'll do 3 tall there as well, and we'll do 2 tall. So yeah, we got to go get some wood. We got to go get some wool. Glass, I think we're okay. Now we're going to need some more dark oak logs. We're actually kind of running low on dark oak wood. I'm not going to lie, but there we go. We got 2 stacks of that. Let's go get back to work. And we also did grab the extra white wool that we needed. So we can just go ahead and throw that in there and throw that in there. And there we go. Now from outside, this is kind of what we got over here. The only thing I'm wondering is, should I have thrown in some logs on top? I don't think so. I think that'll be okay. I think that looks pretty good. So now same thing has got to be done right over here. So what we're going to do, it is dark out. Maybe we'll actually sleep first and then I can finish this. And now that we got some daylight, we can go ahead and run these guys all the way into the roof, just like so. There's going to be another one right there and another one right there. So we can start out with these ones here first in the edges, and then the middle one, obviously. This one we are going to have to drop down. And hey, look at that. Night is back online as well. And then we're actually just going to start from top down. So it's going to be, wait, how much? 1 and 2. If we come out here, can we see that one? We can. And we can. Okay, so that is right. So in the corners here, we're going to do 2. And then in these middle parts, we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Because then these ones will be 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3 tall, right? Yeah, so it's got to go down 1 more. Same thing here. Just wait. Can I get it? There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Unless, wait a minute. I'm just now realizing these ones actually do got to go up 1 more, because I'm going to be adding in cobblestone as well. So cobblestone, andesite, cobblestone. And we can throw in 1 window in each of these open spots. And then if we come out here, there we go. That's what we're going for. But I accidentally placed 1 glass pane wrong. So we do got to come over. No, not do that. We got to come over here. We need to break that glass pane. Can I reach it? I barely can reach it. What about now? Now can we reach it? There we go. And place that in. And then as you can see, we've got a nice, beautiful butcher house. At least the shell of the butcher house completely done and completely built. Obviously, still some work that needs to be done. We got to figure out a floor, which I don't actually know what I'm going to do. And we got to figure out a roof, and I don't know, a lot more stuff needs to go into this. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I do want to do a little lean on this side to make it a little less boring. So if we start out here with like some fences, and maybe we'll just bring these guys up, I don't know, 3 blocks ish to start out. And we're going to need, let's see, coarse dirt and some spruce slabs here. And we can go ahead and hang this down by 1, except we're going to go up like this. And what if we just run these all the way up so that way they sort of connect in like that? And we're going to overhang this by 1 all the way along here. Once again, we're just going to be using the spruce wood again, and go up half a slab all the way into there. Did I do that right? That's not correct. Oh, that's why. Okay, so we got to go up another half like that. The only thing is this guy's got to get removed, and that guy has also got to get get removed. There we go. And we just got to fill all of this in. I think that one's going to connect right there as well. Now in here, we can drop this down by one. So that way it's a little bit lower. Remove that slab right there. And then how does that actually look? I think we also want to grab the walls because right now this is a little strange looking. So if we bring this to connect in like that, then one right here as well, I think that'll help it a little bit. The only thing is, okay, I do believe I kind of want to bring up some slabs here to kind of make them go up into this area. And we can get rid of some of this and we can add in some coarse dirt. That way it looks like, you know, there's been animals sort of ranging the area. We also want some fence gates, right? Because right now I need a way to be able to actually close this place off just like that. And then if we come over here, wait, let me just go up in a free cam. Yeah, I actually like that. I actually like that a lot. Kind of helps give support to this area too. And then we can go, I actually might go grab some pigs right now because this could be good. We could get them in here. And then what else do we need to do? I don't know, some mini decoration stuff, I guess. Like, do we have any grass? Maybe we'll just throw a couple pieces of grass in here. And then also some lanterns would be nice as well. So we should probably go craft myself some of those. We've got 17 torches. So all we need is 17 iron. Craft that into ingots. And let's get some of these lanterns going right away then. 17 will definitely be enough. I went a little over. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Okay, this should work if I actually put them in the right spots. There we go. And we can brighten up some of this area then. That way I don't have to worry about monster spawn. So one there, one right there just to brighten the place up a bit. And we can bring over, like, I don't know, we'll just put like 2 or 3 pigs in there to be like live slaughter animals, I guess. I don't really know. Luckily for me, we've got a nice little carrot patch right here. We can just come over and pick some of these, replant any of the extra carrots then. And then we got to go find myself a pig. The one problem though is I've got so many animals in the area. I don't know that they spawn anywhere near here. So I'm kind of wondering, should I take some pigs out of here? Maybe, but let's go look and see if we can find some pigs first. Obviously, if I can find pigs, that is going to be much better of a situation than, you know, me bringing them from my existing farm. So let's go see, are there any pigs anywhere around? Unfortunately, I'm not having any luck quite yet. So we might go head over to, what is her name? Sophia's house over here and see if there's any pigs over here that we can steal. Not gonna lie, completely forgot how cool this build looks. Actually, I really, really do like this. But let's go see, do you have any pigs in the area? Also, I completely forgot. This happened literally months ago, but somebody started a little house over there as well, and it just never actually got finished. It was just barely started. So I'm pretty sure all the animals in the immediate area are just completely gone because I've been walking around for a while. I mean, there's horses and sheep over there, but no pigs yet. So I guess that means let's head back. We're going to try to just steal like 2 pigs and then we can breed them and bring them over to our butcher house. So my genius plan, we're going to come right on up here into my nice little piggy pen. We're going to throw one little boat down. And now you, Sir Piggy, you got to get into the boat. Thank you. Now you as well. Okay, what if we just hold the carrot out and I walk them? Come on, just one more. There we go. Now if we move over here, we make all the pigs. Come on, guys. Look, I got a carrot. Everybody come this way. It'll be great. Everybody, what are you doing, Sir Pig? Okay, then if we leave them alone, we're going to hook this up to... No, get in the boat. Mr. Pig, there we go. Now we got 2 in there. So we go ahead and we hook up the boat. It doesn't work? Wait, what? For some reason, I'm hooking up the pig, not... Okay, now is it working? I think I got it. Yeah, now we got it. Let's go ahead and let's open... No, you stay in there, stay in there, stay in there. We got to be quick. We got to be quick. We got to be quick. And then, come on, let me... No, get out of my way. Let me shut the gate. There we go. Now, I'm going to unhook the lead. Actually, never mind. I'll just leave the lead and we can breed these guys so that way we get some replacements for the guys that I just stole. You guys, give me some more baby pigs and I'll be on my way. And now with that, we got these piggos. We can bring them this way if they'll fit. They actually might not fit. Okay, well, this is a little awkward, but it's fine. We can just go ahead and break that. What? How did you escape, Mr. Pig? Where'd you come from? That's awkward. Apparently, I accidentally let a pig escape. Okay, you guys, just come on. We got places to be. Of course, you're going to be too fat to fit through there. Why wouldn't you be? Okay, you know what? Hook up to the boat. There we go. You guys come this way. It'll be good. I promise you'll love it. We got to keep on. Okay, what if we open up the door? Then I can keep going. There we go. And now I am going to need you guys just chill out right there. It was too tall there. I think we had one there and we had one there. Now pigs, come on. I've got a beautiful treat for you. You guys will absolutely love it. This is actually the biggest pain ever, bro. Come on. I got a nice, amazing place. Okay, they're not even going to come this direction. What if we just keep on jumping and hoping for the best? Maybe if we come up here. There we go. Okay, almost. Yeah, look at that. Biggest pain in the butt just to get some pigs over here. We got to get them to the bridge and then we can easily get them across, I'm thinking. We're almost to the bridge, guys. It'll be good. Everybody just keep on coming. Okay, perfect. Now we just got to get them up this hill over here to the house. Bad news. I lost a pig. Dude, that actually sucks. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I don't know how, but he kind of like just suffocated. So let's try to get this one in there safely. Hopefully no more casualties. I'm gonna have to get another pig though, that way I can end up breeding them, because one pig is not gonna be enough. Come on, pig. We are almost home free. Actually, I've got just the idea. We're just gonna get all those open. We'll hold the carrot in my hand, and then I've somehow got to like manage to break the boat. There we go. Now come here, Mr. Piggy. Got a beautiful place for you to live. Awesome. Now you can have a carrot. I'll be on my way. Let's go see if we can get myself another pig, hopefully this time without killing them, because that is not ideal. All right. Have any of you guys seen a wandering pig anywhere? I know he was outside here somewhere. I just can't seem to find him. Unfortunately for me, I'm pretty sure Wandering Piggy is gone. I just can't see him anywhere. So that means we're gonna have to take one of these guys again. Hopefully this time a little bit more successful. If you, sir, just one of you, I would appreciate if you just come. Okay, you know what? Sure, we'll take two. I don't even care at this point. There we go. Everyone else come back here, and then we need a lead. We'll hook that up. Open up the doors. Hope no piggies escape in the meantime. There we go. Shut the doors, and can I go breed them again? You guys just stay put, please. Should be okay if we just come on in here, and then no, you guys are not ready to make me more baby piggies. That's okay. I'll be back in the future. I just got to get these guys successfully. Hopefully one of them manages to live this time, and they both don't die again, because that was kind of a little bit rough. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately for me, I once again only was able to successfully get one pig over here. The other one died. It's always when I go up the hills, he just takes a little bit of damage. So we'll just bring this guy right on in here and breed them and get them all ready for a nice good slaughter. I also hear a witch. Where is that witch at? Do I need to go like look around? Okay, where are you? Are you down here? Mr. Witch, where are you hiding? Is he in the attic? He sounds really close to where I am right now. This is gonna drive me insane. Is there a witch hiding up in the attic? It might be in the attic. Let's go check it out. Yeah. Oh no. Hello. It's a little dark up here. Apparently we didn't remember to light up these attics, because I didn't even know he could spawn up here. So let's go ahead and let's throw another lantern right there, and we can just get out of up here, I suppose. Anyways, I think I want to go ahead and add some lanterns. So what we're gonna do with the coarse dirt, we're gonna scaffold our way up, and then under each of these little things, we're just gonna throw a nice little lantern. One there. We could do one there. We could do one there. It's a little awkward of a position to be able to do that. And then one right there. That is 4 in the front of the build. Now we got to go ahead and we got to do that on the back side right away as well. So we're gonna go ahead and we get scaffold up here with the coarse dirt. It's funny because in this world I literally have scaffolding and I still decide to do it this way. I don't know why. I'm not gonna lie. We got to do one right. Where was it? One right there, and then we only need one more. So let's go ahead and do that one right there, and we can get rid of all of the coarse dirt we used to get up and down. And then if we go into free cam, looks a lot better. Only thing is I am missing some up here, so we got to go up and we got to do those now as well. We've got 5 more lanterns. That is more than enough. We get a long ways to build up though, and these guys can just go. I guess they're gonna have to go here because I don't have another choice. One there and one right there, and we got 2 more. We're gonna throw these on the backside just to fully get this whole thing sort of lit up the same. And there we go. And now as far as the interior goes, I want to make this like a double. So the bottom floor is going to be like the sale area or where they do the butchering, and then upstairs in the upper level is going to be like the actual house bedroom part. So we're going to start out here by getting rid of all of the grass that's in here on the floor so we can add in a proper floor. Like I said, literally all of it. It's all going to get removed, and then we'll be able to put a proper floor in. I just don't know what the floor is going to be quite yet. I do have one small idea though. So if we just jump up here, let's open up all these, that way I can easily get in and out. And then do we want to use, I could use a mix of like mossy cobblestone and regular cobblestone. I think that could be decent. We'll just start out with the regular cobblestone. Honestly, I kind of want to go more mossy than regular just because the walls on the bottom are kind of cobblestone. So I think it'll be a better idea. Now we can fill in the rest of this here with the mossy cobblestone, maybe a couple more pieces of regular cobblestone as well, just to kind of make it a little bit less. And then for real, like I was saying, mossy cobblestone, the rest of the floor. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but it's what we're going to go with all the way throughout. There we go. That is floor number 1 complete. It looks like we got ourselves some friends here. There's some pillagers that came from on top of the mountain. We're just going to take them out. Looks like we got one more right up here. Hello, buddy. I don't appreciate you looting or raiding my village. It is not very polite of you. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, with the floor in there done, I also want to bring a nice little pathway. This is going to be thinner. So right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks wide. The one that I'm going to bring this way is only basically going to be 3 blocks wide, and we'll make it go all the way along here. So like, let's see, like this, these 3 are going to go back here, but then we're also going to add in a nice little door, maybe like right there. We're just going to dig out the pathway, that way we got the room that we know we can work with here. I think like that probably, and then we just got to go ahead and connect these together, bring that around. I think that should be about out good. And this will all be filled in with coarse dirt, eventually some path dirt as well. I'm just not sure if, do I have any path dirt? Maybe I should go look. Let's go check out some chests, see if we got any path dirt in here actually. And now that we got the coarse dirt, we can just go ahead and fill in this entire pathway. That we got a nice pathway that's going to go down the side of the build over here and then into the house right there. We are going to do a nice little door as well. There we go, all the way around the side. And then we'll probably just go ahead and we can throw the door in. I'm trying to think. Let's just do the door maybe like right here. We can do a double wide, right? So then we also want to make this normal, so we can do cobblestone like that. Let's go grab myself a spruce door, or 2 spruce doors, I guess. Pretty sure we actually might have some spruce doors chilling in here. Let me look. There we go. There's one. Apparently only one. So we are going to need to craft up a new spruce door. And actually, I did see some planks in here already, so we'll just take those. Go ahead and craft up some more spruce doors. And we can throw, I think we'll do them on the inner part, or do I want to do them on the outer part? We could maybe do them on the outer part and then just make like a nice little overhang to add the depth in, I guess. Like I could use a nice little overhang here. Let me try to figure this out. We're going to use, do we have any walls or fences or slabs? We definitely want the slabs, the trap doors. Where did I put the cobblestone walls at though? This is actually a problem. I know I have some right there. Okay. We're going to make this very small just so it stands out a little bit. We can do that. We can do that. We can do trap door. And then to make it arch a little bit like that, I think that actually does look pretty good. Definitely a fan. And now we have a nice way to go around here. I think I want this pathway to kind of cut this way then, because then we could do like a build here and we could do a build here. I think it'd be awesome. And also we have space to do something here. I don't know exactly what that's going to be yet, but we have the room to do it. And we're actually connecting everything relatively nicely now as well. The only thing is night did give me some rooted dirt, so we can also go through and just add a couple pieces of rooted dirt for a little bit of texture work. I think that'll be good. And then honestly, maybe we'll even do one rooted dirt there, and we can do a little decoration up here. So a button to kind of call like, hey, I need an employee to come help me out here. We could do some item frames, like maybe like that and like that. Actually, over here, let's just do a flower pot. I've got to have a flower pot, right? Where did I leave my flower pot? And then you know what? We got this lily of the valley. That should work out. We'll throw that guy down right there. Throw a lily in it. That looks pretty nice. Now we're going to need to go get myself some meat and some raw meat because it'll end up working out perfectly. And luckily for me, we've got about 300 cows just chilling in here. So we're just going to go through and we can start taking some of these guys out and getting myself some different meat types here. I don't need an insane amount, just a little bit. So we'll just take a couple of these guys out. Why do we have so many? The world may never know. Honestly, 20 is probably good. Let me just sneak on out of there. We can go use the bridge to get back over to the butcher house then. And then I think what we'll do, we can do a raw beef there. We can do a leather right there. And then I know I can make these invisible, but I actually don't remember the command to do that. So I'm not going to do it as of right now. And as far as this corner goes, I kind of just want to get like some nice little detail work done like this. And then, oh my goodness, he gave me a heart attack. I think he's going to make those invisible for me. Yes, make them invisible, Knight. You can do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a command we have. It's a plugin we have. He should be able to make them invisible if I'm not mistaken. What we want to do is I want this to be like a nice little, I don't even know, like something like that maybe. And then we could also throw in, oh, no. Oh, yep. There we go. He did it for me. So now those are invisible and it's just like they're on the counter. That is perfect. And then I don't know, do we want to throw like a little chest down maybe right there? That might not be a bad idea. And then one right there. You know, I think that looks okay. Then we can add some grass around here as well to kind of fully bring everything together. Same thing over here, just a little bit more grass to work with. And then I guess something like that and like that. Nothing too crazy. We can also add in like some path blocks. That way it feels like people have actually been walking up to this thing. I think that'll be decently nice. There we go. As far as this goes, I think that corner is good. So that's just like a storage area for the butcher. And then you guys, I've got some carrots for you. There you go. Make me some more babies that I can use to slaughter and to sell for profit. Yeah, I think over here, I kind of want to do hay, but I feel like hay doesn't make sense for the animals unless they need hay to temporarily eat while they're here waiting to be slaughtered. I actually like that. I try to like have lore for as like why everything is where it is when I'm building stuff in this world, because I feel like it makes it better. And luckily for me, we've got a bunch of hay to work with already. We can kind of just make this sort of go up like that. And honestly, I think that'll already be good. Maybe we get rid of that one. I feel like we don't need too much, right? Like I feel like less is more here. And we can throw some nice little pieces of grass around, make it look like it's been sort of walked on a little bit, I guess, as well. And you know what? I think we're going to call that good. Kind of give it a little bit of that overgrown feel. Maybe a leaf back here. And then, yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. I think the front side of this build, I'm very happy with it. I think the front outside, we got our nice little storage area. We got our spot for our live animals that are ready to be butchered. We got some food supply for those animals to eat. And then obviously the little shop, door, front, and center. I think we can work on the inside now. Also, like maybe, do we add in some things like some dark wood to hold the second layer up? Maybe. Let me see what we can do. do, we've got some resources here. We just need, yeah, some of this dark oak. We'll take that. And then we also need some dark oak slabs. Do we have any? We got 2. Not great. Did I miss any? I don't think I missed any. So let's just go ahead and let's grab these. We can craft up some more slabs right away like that. I do have an idea specifically for these. I just want to kind of build this up and make it feel a little bit less awkward, right? So like that, and then add these between. I think that just kind of helps bring it together a little bit. So I think we'll do that on this side as well. Or actually, no, we won't, because this side, actually, I guess we could do it on this side because right now it's a little awkward. So let me on in here, and then it'll be every other, just a nice little thing to sort of help hold those up. I do think that'll be very good. And then same thing on the back here, just every other with a stair, and then slabs between to help hold that up. I think that helps out a lot. So now as far as the inside goes, I think we'll set up a staircase that's going to go up right here, and we'll go make that go up one more. We can throw a trapdoor on top of that. We do need some more torches, so let me actually go craft some up. I think we don't have any more, so we're going to need to get some from the base. So we're first going to need some coal. Let's just go with 16 pieces because that'll give me exactly a full stack. And then we're going to need 16 pieces of these as well. So let's craft up those. I crafted way too many. That's on me. And where did I actually put the, did I not take the coal? Is it still? Yeah, it's still in here, bro. What am I doing? And then with the sticks and the coal, get myself a stack of torches. So now from in here, what we're going to do, we're going to be using the spruce wood, and we can start it probably right here. And then it's going to be upside down stair, upright. We are going to need to use some of these torches as well. So we'll just throw those guys down right there. And we're just going to make this nice little spiral staircase that's going to bring us all the way up to this level. And then right here, oh, do we got to go up one more? I think we do, right? Because we're going to make it go up. Yeah. So it's going to be at this level. So we're actually just going to go up one more block here with these stairs. So upside down, upright. There we go. And then we can fill in this entire thing. So that way we have a nice floor on this level. We're going to be doing it with spruce planks because it's different than the floor down there. The only problem is I'm basically out of spruce planks, but that also does mean this has to go up another layer as well. So build that up. We'll add the trapdoor back onto the top of that, but let's go grab some more spruce wood then. I need more spruce planks. Let's see if do we have any spruce planks first of all? I don't think so. We do actually. I'm wrong. Now we can go ahead and just add in some more lights up here to make sure we don't have to worry about any monster spawning or anything like that. We'll throw one there as well. And then, okay, with the dark oak logs, there's a couple things we got to do. We got to go ahead and we got to remove some of these and make these go all the way up because right now it just looks very, very strange. And we can finish building in the rest of the floor here using these spruce planks just like this all the way along here. Make sure we get this entire thing filled in. This upper layer has a lot of glass windows though. I can see like so much stuff up here, including the roof of a house right there. That's kind of weird. Okay, now what do we want to do? We want to go ahead and we want to add on a nice little fence right there. Maybe even if we do a trap door there. Actually, can we walk up and down this? We can, but I think what we want to do, we want to bring this down half a slab, right? Throw that down there. We can still get up and down nice and easily. And we can add a fence to the top of that as well, which is perfect. And we got this nice upper level here. This thing is an absolutely massive ceiling, but we can come down here and work on designing out the bottom floor. So my first idea, we're going to need a boatload of trapdoors. So do we have any more spruce wood chilling over here? Let's go check. I guess I don't see any spruce wood. Do we really not have any? Okay, there we go. We do. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to craft up some more wood. And then we're going to need a bunch of trapdoors. So there we go. There's a bunch. Let's craft even more. There's about 43. That should be good. Now we're going to need a little bit of mutton as well. So I have some alternative food sources that we can throw in some of the drying racks because I feel like that will be very fitting for the build. Honestly, I think 9 is probably enough. We can go ahead and call that good and we can head back up and get back to work. Now, first things first, I do want to just go ahead and craft up some campfires here. So we're going to break these apart. We're going to need a bunch of these because I got an idea. So 14 should be about good. Now that we got these campfires, we're also going to need some trapdoors. And there's something that I want to do for this butcher house first of all. So first things first, if we go up 1, 2, and 3, go ahead and close all those. We're going to move the torch just to be up there, just so it actually works. And then we can go 1 and 2. Let's just go 3 wide, right? We can go 1, 2, 3, and we can go 1, 2, 3. And then we go boom, boom. Oh, no, that needs to be moved. And then we're going to have to go 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and close all those. Now we need water to sort of set these or take the fire out, I guess. I do have water in here somewhere. There we go. Now my idea is these are going to be like smoking or drying racks. So we're going to take out all of the fires here. There's 9 of them, not too bad. And we're going to throw a torch, I guess, up in that corner just to kind of brighten the place up a bit. And then each of these, we can just throw some of these guys on, some of these beef. It's like we got some drying out meat in all of these, right? And we're going to also throw some mutton in. And honestly, we probably should go for some pork right away as well. But this is a start. There's some nice little drying racks there. Maybe we'll throw another torch there, another torch there. And yeah, we're going to need more meat. So let's go ahead and let's go get some. First things first, we got some in some carrots here. So we can go ahead and breed you two. And then hopefully we got fire aspect on that. So that's not going to work. But I got one extra baby pig. We can slaughter one of you. And you know what? We could honestly slaughter two of you right away because you'll grow up. That's 6 pork chops. That'll be a nice start. I just got to go back into here. It's kind of annoying how I only have the one door on this build. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need one on there. We need one on there. We need 3 on there and 1 up there. Honestly, that's probably about good. I don't need to fill the top one because I can't even see it unless I jump. So we should be good. And then next up, I kind of want to do something. So if we go ahead and we go down, can I use one of these upside down like that? No, they only go upwards. Good to know. So new idea. What if we go ahead and we do like a hopper, I guess somewhere in the middle here, maybe like trying to think here. Maybe we could do one right there. And then we could do, this is like a nice looking saw. So I think it'll look very good if we got like a hanging animal that we're cutting, I guess. I don't know. So then with the chains over here, I guess we could use a grindstone as well. Grindstones would look decent. We could hang a nice little animal from here. And then can this make a red dye? It cannot. So we need a red dye, which I should have actually, or at least a red wool. We do, because with this red wool, we can act like this is like an animal that's kind of being, oh, wait a minute. I have an idea. Let's move this all down. And then the stone cutter can just go right there on the floor and we can go 1 and 2. I can kind of act as like an animal hanging from the ceiling. And then we'll do another one of these, I guess, I don't know, right here. And 1 at 1 and 2. And then what we can do to make it actually look like it's an animal is add in some nice little blood splatter all around. That way it's like it's actually sort of being cut. That's kind of the idea. I don't know if this is actually looking as I want, but then this one, I don't know why that one's there. Honestly, not a bad place to start in my opinion. That doesn't look too awful. And then with all that, we also need spots to cook these guys. So we'll just go ahead and we'll throw 3 of these guys right there. And then I guess on the side of these, we could just do a nice little thing like that and a nice little thing. Oh, if I could actually get it. Okay, wait. What if we place it against like that? Nope, that didn't work either. Place it against. Come on. I know I can do it. There we go. Close that. And we got a nice little thing that's going to go down from there. Honestly, I feel like this is pretty good. We got 2 animals hanging in the middle of the room. Maybe even add in some more redstone as well to make it really look like, you know, there's animals being butchered in here. I feel like this is pretty good though. Like we got the 2 animals hanging from the roof, obviously by chains, smoker area to cook. And then we got our area where our meat is sort of just resting. I don't hate that. And then honestly, do we throw up a nice little chair here for whoever is sitting the front desk to sit at? I think that's a good idea. Honestly, I'm happy with this. I think this bottom floor at least looks pretty good. I've actually just got one more idea. So we want to go ahead and craft up some grindstones. I just don't know if I know the recipe. I think it's like that and like that. There we go. We got 8 grindstones. Not bad. These actually look like decent things. So if we just go ahead, remove the chain, add that right there. And then same thing. I guess we want it to face that way though. Same thing with this one. Make it face that way. And then we can connect chains to both of these. That way it actually looks like they're being held up properly. And then the chains can go over to here, connect into this thing. And like that. I think that kind of makes that feel or look a little bit better. So that way the bodies are actually hanging off something. It just makes more sense in my opinion. Like I honestly probably could add another one over there, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think we'll call the bottom floor of this build good. And up here, this is going to be the living space. This is where we're going to do things like a bed. So we need a crafting table. First of all, you guys know the drill. Crafting table right there. Stair right there. A lantern right there. Get rid of the torch. And then with 3 wood and 3 wool, we're going to craft up a bed. I should have done the red one right away, but you know what? White bed's fine. We'll just go with that. I don't know what else to do up here. We could add a ceiling in, I guess. Maybe we'll do it out of some dark oak wood because I haven't done that yet. First things first, though, we do need some torches up here so we don't have to worry about monster spawns or anything like that. Let's add torches all the way around. And then using the dark oak wood up here, we're just going to add in a nice little roof here with the dark oak all the way across. Hopefully I have enough. I don't know if I'm going to or not, but we'll see. All of this needs to be filled in. We'll start with the outline and then we can work on filling it in. So there we go. Outline complete. Obviously not going to have enough dark oak wood, but it looks of it. But we can craft more. No big deal. Let's do another, I guess 10. 10 will be a start. We can work on filling this in. I just hope no monsters spawn up there is the only thing. There we go. The entire ceiling is in. And I actually had this idea while I was upstairs. We could add some red carpet on the floor to be like pools of blood. I think this is actually perfect just to kind of give it more of that butcher house feel. We could maybe even do one right. That feels like it's too much then, right? So let's do the last one. Guess over there. There we go. Now this actually feels like a proper butcher house in my opinion. Anyways, I'm thinking what I want to do is we're going to do a nice little table that's going to go right here, right? And then we need like, I don't know, some sort of table to go with it. Craft up a pressure plate. There we go. Nice little table you can just sit at and I guess look out the window at the mountain. There's nothing really there, but I think that's just nice. And then for the rest of this room, what do we want to do? Maybe we could do a nice little table that's going to go all the way along this edge here using some of these, except actually maybe we want to change this up. Do we want to use the slabs like that? And then in one of those. We could do that. We could do that. I think that actually does look decently nice, right? We could throw a nice little flower pot on one end. We are gonna need a flower for that though. I also need a new lantern as well. Luckily for me, we've got flowers right here. So we'll just take this oxy daisy, I guess. Actually, pink tulip Loki looks better. We'll take that guy. And then using some iron, which I actually didn't bring with me. Let's go ahead and let's take like half and then half. Turn that into some nuggets. And let's get myself more lanterns. Lanterns are always good for decorating. I love them. So we're gonna grab some of those. And we can just jump through the window. I do like that I have this because otherwise running around to this door every time would be really, really annoying. Anyways, we could just throw on a nice little lantern right there. Get rid of the torches as well. We can throw my pink tulip into that guy. Looks like a nice little flower pot now. What else should I do? I guess we could do something in the corner over here. Let's see. We'll do a full block there. We'll do like a trap door, I guess. Nice little bookshelf. And then we could go, do we want to go up the wall with the bookshelf as well? Like, I guess we could do something like that, right? And then like that. Take the trap doors up this to kind of like box it in, make it look a little bit nicer. We could do another lantern in there, just kind of brighten that up. I guess we could do another flower pot as well. We just got to go grab another flower then, which is fine. We can actually use like, I don't know, I guess we got this azure right here. I'll just take that. They should make do. I just got to make sure nothing get in. We got to shut that. Baby zombies can still get in here though, which is scary. Throw that guy right in there. We got a nice little plant. And then what else do we want to do? Maybe we'll go upside down like so. We could bring these guys to go all the way up like that. And we could fully connect them in using that. Honestly, not too bad if I do say so myself. I think we'll leave it as is. And the only thing is getting some more light. We could throw a light up there. I think this looks pretty good. We could also use some carpet. Luckily for me, moss is so cheap. We usually just use moss as my carpet. Let's see, where do I have it? There we go. Moss carpet. This works perfectly. I didn't even realize it literally is called carpet. And we'll just do a nice big rug in the center of the room. So 3, we'll go one more this way and one more this way. And there we go. Upstairs is done. We got a nice little living area with a bed that should be dyed because white is driving me insane. Nice little table. You can look out the window. Little area over here for like, I don't know, desk activities. I have no idea. And then my book corner over here with all my books that I'll ever need. Anyways, over the last 100 days, we've been able to get quite a bit of work done. Number one is something I've been dreading for forever that we got done was decorating the interiors of all of my houses. As you can see, they're all very similar. We got like this weird little design, but I think it always usually looks pretty good. And honestly, go ahead and throw another carpet right here as well, just because it looks that awesome. But literally every single house besides the amethyst one up on the mountain is completely decorated now, which has been something that I've been needing to do for a very long time. Not only did we get that done though, we also got some brand new builds done, getting closer to connecting my area with Knight's area into one giant village. Obviously, you guys saw we built this new cliff that is a custom texture. I don't love it. Like, that's obviously better. It's the same texture, but this one has more depth, but I think it's pretty good and looks pretty nice in my opinion. And if we come up here, we got this nice little wheat farm to kind of fill in the empty space, which does look pretty nice below the cliff. If we keep following up, obviously we're going between the two mountains now, which is awesome. And we built this custom blacksmith building here. And like I said, all interiors are decorated now. So we got this massive chimney. And if we come on inside, nice little area for guests or I guess customers to sit while they wait to be served. And if we come on into here, we got the blacksmith area. We got the anvils, smithing templates, blast furnaces, some extra storage for extra anvils and stuff on the wall, and then the upstairs bedroom. Once again, this is decorated as well. Very simple, but it looks good. And then if we come back down here, over here, this was the new house. My least favorite build I did in this video. We got this tiny little white and dark oak wood and mangrove house that we built with a door down here. Here we got ourselves a table. Another one of these little decoration areas for a kitchen. This one does have a sink, which is very, very nice. A nice little storage corner there. And then we got the stairs that go up with the bedroom up here. That's got some plants and, carpet, all that good stuff. And then obviously second entryway up here on the cliffside with this little overhang. And finally, the most recent build, the thing we just did, this massive butcher shop that I'm absolutely in love with. Here's the view of it from here, looking absolutely goated. We got the front area where you come up from outside and you can buy stuff. You got a little rain protection as well. Over here is where we keep our live butchers, things that are going to be butchered really soon. Oh, dude, okay, I was going to have a heart attack there. Oh my goodness, where did it come from? Completely forgot we have explosion turned off, so thank goodness for that. And then yeah, so butcher area, we got a little storage area because I didn't know what to put there. And then we got the feed for the animals that are over there. Now that I'm thinking about it, the feed probably should be here and the storage over there. That would make more sense, but I'm too lazy to move it. And then over here is the back view of the house. Basically the same thing, just doesn't have the front shop area, obviously, but same design all the way around. And if you enter on into here, you guys just saw this. We got the nice little butcher shop with our butchers, nice little area to sell any product, I guess. I don't know. And then storage shelves here. And then over here, we've got just the bedroom. We got a nice little table. I mean, living in here would suck suck because it smelled like butchered animals all day, but you know what? That's a them problem, not a me problem. Anyways, this is the new view from the sky of my area. You can see all three of the new builds here. We got the blacksmith, the house, and the butcher shop. But I do also just want to go fly. It's actually nighttime, so maybe we'll go ahead and check this out during the daytime. But this is what it looks like. Oh, that's kind of a horrible view. This is what my area looks like from the sky. And we're actually making good progress towards connecting with night stuff, which I've really been wanting to do for a while. But I do want to go sleep so I can show you guys what that looks like from the daytime now as well. So there we go. Now that it's daytime, let's go ahead and head out here. We got our firework rockets. We'll just go ahead and fly up. We're gonna go quite a ways, I guess. You know, maybe it'll be a good idea. Let's get a view from this mountain first, actually. We just come right up here. Oh my goodness, there's so many animals up here. Hello, guys. But this is what we got from... Okay, you know what? Let me go down there first, actually. You can't see a lot because it's like tucked behind the mountain. This is the current view of my area from the mountain. So everything you see here, besides like starting with that building, is stuff I've built. Starting with that house, we've worked our way down. This whole side of the river is nicely built out. Now we're getting to work on that side of the river as well, which is coming together amazingly. And then what else do we want to do? I think I want to get a quick view of this place from like up in the sky. We're just going to go up quite a ways until like, I guess probably one more rocket worth. And then we can see what does this look like. Let's see. Okay, well, we can't see a thing because of the clouds. Also, we got Sophia's place over there, but this is what it looks like from the sky. I mean, it's looking pretty good. It looks better from the mountain though, I'm not gonna lie. We can just go ahead and land over here on the bridge. I also gotta work on this bridge again. I haven't done this in a while, but it's just so big. Anyways, that is gonna be the end of 100 days in my forever world. If you guys want to see me do this again coming soon, make sure to get this video to 550 likes. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.